Varsity
Hello, everybody. We're live from the pit. Santa Maria High School tonight, the home of the Santa Maria Gators. Big matchup. It's the Santa Maria Gators and the OPELOUSAS Catholic Tigers. I'm Troy LaBuffalo, my sideline partner here tonight, Miss Jolie Hardman. We're missing a part of our team tonight, and you're going to tell us why.
Well, for right now, tonight that's going on right behind me is our Hall of Fame class of 2023, and we are missing Coach David Swacker because he has been inducted into the 2023 Hall of Fame here at Santa Maria High School.
Jolie, let's talk about the Hall of Fame. It's obviously a prestigious honor to be in that. Talk about kind of how they set it up.
Yes, absolutely. So we asked the community at Santa Maria High School to nominate anybody that had made a lasting impact at Santa Maria High School, athletics, contribution, anything that has to do with Santa Maria High. So right now, I'm asking you that is listening right now to nominate anyone for our next class to where our committee can go through that list and make sure that we are provided with the people that made such a lasting impact on Santa Maria High to go into our next class.
Thank you, Jolie. She'll be talking a little bit about more of it. We got an exciting ball game tonight. It's the REV game of the week. It's the Santa Maria Gators. It's the OPELOUSAS Tigers coming right at you on REV.
REV Business started small in 1935. We built our reputation by providing hometown service with Louisiana hustle. For nearly 90 years, we've expanded across our great state, through the swamps and across the Mississippi, bringing fiber optics from the capital to the North Shore, all to connect your business with the world. REV is about big business technology with small business personal service.
For a limited time, get up to $300 off business services. Call or visit us today at letsrev.biz.
The best way to recruit for at-home tailgating is Chris's Specialty Foods. Wings, burgers, briskets, steak, and boudin. All of the 5 stars are at Chris's Specialty Foods. Millerville, New Orleans, Prairieville, and Frisco.
Everybody loves Chris's authentic Cajun meat.
Lamar Dixon's role from an entertainment standpoint is to be an economic engine for South Louisiana and Ascension Parish, to create an environment that people don't have to really leave their home in South Louisiana to have a world-class entertainment value. The partnership between Lamar and REV has been a seamless marriage that I don't know how we lived without, and really knew what they were talking about and took the time to learn what we did instead of just sell us a product. I knew that that was going to be our company for life. I highly recommend REV Business.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
Most valuable player during her last 3 seasons. Virginia enjoys playing tennis, gardening, and traveling in her spare time. Virginia and her 4 children, Sandra, Robin, Tim, and Monique, resides in Gonzales. Virginia Levine Mesh. Our next inductee is Perry Sheets. Perry Sheets was born and raised in Santa Maria, Louisiana. He attended the original Santa Maria High School and played football for the Wildcats. He was named captain of his team his senior year, and he was offered a scholarship to continue his playing career at Copiah Lincoln Community College in western Mississippi. Perry decided to join the military instead of pursuing football, and he served in the United States Air Force from 1952 to 1956. During the service, he married the love of his life, Roberta Rain, and 2 of them built their family home in Santa Maria, where they would raise 4 children, and Perry would become a great advocate for the Santa Maria community. Perry was an active member of the Santa Maria community. He was a lifelong member of both the VFW, and Our Lady of the Holy Rosary Catholic Church. He was one of the founding fathers of the Sandoval Park. He was an avid supporter of the Sandoval High School Gator football program since its inception in 1978. Until his passing in 2013, Perry was instrumental in bringing fellow Sandoval Athletic Hall of Fame inductee Doug Morrow to Sandoval. He was an active member of the Sandoval Athletic Booster Club for over 20 years. Terry Sheets. Our next inductee is David Swacker. David Swacker spent over 20 years at Sandoval, serving in a variety of roles. He was the head cross-country coach from 1986 to 1996, and the head girls track and field coach from 1985 through 1997. He was an assistant boys basketball coach for 3 years, and he served as offensive coordinator and assistant football coach from 1985 to 1997. He was the head football coach and athletic director from 1998 to 2007. His teams earned many accolades during his tenure, including 3 district championships in girls track and field in school history. As an assistant football coach, he was a key part of the staff that won or shared 6 district championships and amassed a 91, 50, and 1 record. As the head football coach, his teams earned 4 district championships and a runner-up finish while posting a record of 66 and 43. Additionally, his teams shared a berth in the LHSAA state playoffs 8 out of the 10 years and posted a sterling 7-2 record versus parish rival East Ascension. David and his wife Tracy reside in Dallas. He has 1 son, David Jr. In his free time, Coach Swack enjoys traveling and playing golf. David Swacker. Our next inductee is Barry Coco Wilson. A 1985 graduate of Sandoval, Barry Coco Wilson started in football and baseball and track and field for the Gators. For his efforts, he was named the 1985 Outstanding Athlete of the Year for Ascension Parish. In football, Wilson earned letters in 1983 and 1984 and was honored with first team all-district honors and was named the 1984 District Offensive Player of the Year. In baseball, Wilson lettered in 1983, 1984, and 1985, and earned first team all-district honors in 1984 and 1985. He was named 1985 District Defensive Player of the Year. He represented Sandoval in the LHSAA Coaches All-Star Game. In track, he earned varsity letters in 1984 and 1985. Barry, who owns his own business, Coco's Home Repair, is married to Sheila, and they have 2 children, Bo and Addie. In his free time, Coco enjoys golf, hunting, and fishing. Barry Coco Wilson. Every inductee for the 2023 class has made tremendous contributions to the Sandoval community. They inspired people by their play, improved Sandoval's teams and support systems, and guided young people as coaches. Their accomplishments will never be forgotten and forever enshrined in the Sandoval Athletic Hall of Fame. Please join me in recognizing their accomplishments.
What an outstanding ceremony here on REV, the REV, Let'sRev.com Game of the Week. I'm Troy LaBeouf. Our broadcast partner, Coach David Swacker, part of that Santa Monica Hall of Fame. Coach Swack will be hustling up here in a couple of minutes to join me as our color analyst tonight. And doing a great job on the sideline tonight will be Miss Jolie Hartman. Down there, you had a chance to see Jolie and myself. We had the Santa Monica cheerleaders with us. There you see our team for tonight. And I also want to mention the folks that are going to make us sound good. I don't know about look good. They're going to make us sound good. Our director, Nolan Wagasback, right next to me up in the booth. Our producer, Mr. Lyle Boudreau. Been knowing Mr. Lyle Boudreau a very long time. And on our cameras tonight, Jake Wazan and Miss Courtney Lawrence. So that's our team for tonight. We're excited about bringing Santa Monica High School football from the pit. Been a little bit of a moment since I've been here to the pit, but boy, they do it right here. It's a beautiful crowd. There you see the team about to come out of the Gator head. They are fired up, and it's going to be an outstanding ball game tonight. The Opelousas Tigers 2-1 on the season under head coach Jimmy Zachary, and as your Santa Monica Gators 3-0 under head coach David Oliver. Both teams just about ready to come out. We're just a couple of minutes from kickoff. Don't go anywhere. We're going to step aside. We'll be back. It's the Santa Monica Gators. It's the Opelousas Tigers. It's the REV, Let'sRev.com Game of the Week.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
REV Business started small in 1935. We built our reputation by providing hometown service with Louisiana hustle. For nearly 90 years, we've expanded across our great state, through the swamps and across the Mississippi, bringing fiber optics from the capital to the North Shore, all to connect your business with the world. REV is about big business technology with small business personal service.
For a limited time, get up to $300 off business services. Call or visit us today at letsrev.biz.
Welcome back in the REV, Let'sRev.com Game of the Week. The Santa Monica Gators at the pit here in Santa Monica, at Santa Monica Middle School. Gators coming out there, right there, coming out of the chute. Great shot of the Gators, 3-0 on the season under head coach David Oliver. The Opelousas Tigers will be coming out next. We'll be taking it down to the field in just a little bit for our coin flip. There you see Coach Jimmy Zachary's Opelousas Tigers, outstanding ball club as well. 2-1 on the season, got some impressive victories. We'll talk about it tonight. This is going to be a matchup between two very physical, very athletic teams. We'll spotlight on the field as we'll have the colors presented. We'll do our coin flip. Once we have our coin flip, we'll do our starting lineups.
Father, we thank you for this time we have together this evening, and we pray for your presence at this game. As the teams play tonight, we ask that they have great sportsmanship throughout, and that everything they do is to honor you. We ask for safety over both teams, and also ask for safety over everyone as they travel home tonight. It's in your name we pray and play. Amen.
Today's colors are being presented by the Santa Monica High School Naval Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps. Santa Monica Color Guard members are National Flag, Cadet Lane Hooper, State Flag, Cadet Grant Wells, Right Rifleman, Cadet Stephen Smith, and Left Rifleman, Cadet Niall Yoki.
Hey, have our colors presented. Happy to have my broadcast partner in the booth with me, Coach David Swacker. First of all, congratulations, Coach. Well deserved.
I'm going to tell you what, it's been a great couple of days right here in Gatorland, and appreciate everything, and it's time to play a little football here.
Let's talk about the folks that were down on the field presenting the colors, Coach.
Well, first of all, you got Joey Nasser, the head band director, and he's basically done that the last couple of years, taking over for Craig Miette. And as you can see, they have a ton of folks over there doing an outstanding job. But our cadet people, the right shoulder cadet was this Cadet Smith, American flag cadet Hooper, state flag cadet Wells, and left rifleman cadet Yaki.
Hey, that's a professional group right there, Coach. I hadn't been to a Santa Maria game in quite some time. This is a production out here, I tell you. You guys do it the right way.
Yes, and I'm going to tell you, I used to go in front of the band and talk at the beginning of the year. And because, as you can see over there, there's 300-plus kids in the band at Santa Maria. You got a student section, you got the Gatorettes, you have the color guard, and, of course, you have a number of people that will gradually be filing in here. And it is a major production each and every Friday night because they have a lot of home games here. And this is going to be a big game because Coach Oliver has talked about starting kind of with a weaker schedule and working up. And last week against John F. Kennedy, that was a tough battle. And, of course, Opelousas is going to be a tougher battle.
No doubt about it. Beautiful evening here. A little bit muggy. The rain was threatening a bit, but it's 80 degrees. Starting to get a hint of fall a little bit as we head through the end of the month of September. Let's see what the officials. Santa Maria will get the football first. Well, let's take a look, if you will, at the Santa Maria starting lineup, the offensive starters for the Santa Maria Gators. They'll be coming on your screen. There they are. The quarterback, Chase Kelly, the senior, has stepped in admirably for Cooper Babbins, done a great job. He's got a really good running back in Kyron Kraft, number 4. The wide receivers, Timothy Johnson, Brody Kernan, Jermichael Millian coming from the basketball team, who's an outstanding athlete, and a guy who I had a chance to do a story on for the Advocate, Easton Gyro. He is Santa Maria. He just embodies Santa Maria.
And the big thing about Gyro is this: if he gets hurt, they might have to replace 10 people.
No doubt about it. The big guys up front from left to right, Jet Lemoyne, Seth Guidry, Cooper Cheatwood, the guy that'll be snapping, Elijah Thornton, and Dominique Vizzini. That's your starters. The Rev game of the week about to start here. The Opelousas Tigers will kick it off first. Head coach Jimmy Zachary in his 4th year. Talking to Coach Zachary this week, Coach Swack, he's really excited about his ball club. He's a guy that played at Opelousas, played at Grambling, and he fits perfect for that Opelousas team.
And, as soon as we can, we need to get the Opelousas Tigers on defense.
Yeah, we'll get that defense up right after the kickoff. Set to kick it off.
And so right off the bat, this is the value of watching film study. You see the Santa Maria Gators on the 10-yard line. So let's just see what kind of kickoff we got, if it's going to be very returnable to get good field position.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy. It's the Rev. Let's Rev.com. Game of the week. Boot to ball. Nice kick. That ball will check up at the 1-yard line. It'll be fielded there. Trying to take it out of there. Able to get a little bit of running real estate up to the 11-yard line. Let's take a look at the defense. The Opelousas defense coming out first on the defensive side of the ball for Coach Jimmy Zachary. The big guys up front, Jacobian Ardwin, Jonathan Ford, watch big number 92, Dontravius Parrish. The linebackers, Travis Esprit, Corey Amos is a really good one. He's a junior. Darrell Edwards, Jalen Bro, 4 linebackers. And in the secondary, Landon Hammond, Jalen Owens, Colin Fontenot, and Kyron Moore. That's your starters on defense. The Gators will come out. They'll play it first down and 10.
They're going to an empty package right here.
From the 10-yard line. Wants to throw the football. He'll be dropped inside the 5-yard line. Let's take a look at that replay, Coach. Had an empty, so you should have had enough guys to be able to block. Let's take a look at it.
And let's just see where they get somebody. Right there. Well, basically it looks to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They brought 5. the uncovered guy just went in the wrong direction, I would say, right there in that situation.
A sack will drop him at the 6-yard line. It'll be second down and about 14. Throwing the football, dropped at the 10-yard line. That was dropped by number 3, Jermichael Millian. Bring up third down.
Well, right off the bat, not getting any positive plays, and then probably the worst situation you hear on the 5 or 6 yard line, and you have a third and long situation, probably all the way to the NFL. They're going to run a running play, a draw, maybe possibly a screen.
Snapping the football, wants to throw. It's got some pressure, needs to get rid of it. He's going to go down in the end zone. If he hangs on to the football, to be a safety. If not, it could be a touchdown. It is a safety. The Opelousas defense comes up big, that defensive line early. They get a safety, and it's 2-0.
And tough situation right off the bat right here for Chase Kelly. Not able to get the ball off, and then you're sitting there in that tackle box to where, you know, you have to basically throw it in the direction of a receiver, and just could not, you know, last week Kelly was doing a good job of seeing just exactly what can he do, and he did escape with some nice 7 to 10 yard runs in critical situations.
Opelousas coming in, the defense gives up about 26 points a game, but they certainly look stout right there on the first series. That defensive line controlled the line of scrimmage. So the Gators will have to kick the ball off from the 20-yard line. Most teams will punt it from right there. And Opelousas should come with great field position. Early in this game, a safety for Opelousas. They take a 2-0 lead on the REV game of the week. Live from the pit. So you actually put it on the tee. A lot of times you'll see him punt it, but he will put it on the tee.
Well, you have That's same guy.
Jarrow.
And, you know, it's been a pleasure, you know, as a middle school coach the past few years. Got to watch Jarrow, as set the parish record, I think, in the 3,200. And now he's running track and been playing baseball. And
at the 25, up to the 40. Nice return. Trying to scoop out of there. He loses a couple yards right there, up to about the 42, 43-yard line. That's why the Opelousas offense will take over. Let's take a look at the Opelousas starters. The guy that'll pull the trigger is Zach Malvo, outstanding quarterback. Deshaun Ford, he is a Power 5 recruit, folks. Number 22, Corey Fontenot is their top guy. Antonio Thomas, Charles Bernard, Trace D'Onofrio is another tight end. They'll go 2 tights. Bryson Lewis, Jakari Lambert, Chris Rito, Milton, and Moten up front. They'll go empty. First down and 10 from the 42.
And you got, looks like cover 2 look.
They'll send a man in motion. Malvo will call his own number. He'll scoot through for about maybe 5 or 6 yards. It'll bring up second down. We'll call it 2nd and 5.
Well, they went empty right there, and that should not create a problem. But then when you go in motion, and you're going to have to possibly look for that quick screen to the outside or whatever, and it was a little fake and go by the quarterback.
Second down, and we call it 6. Hand the football off to Ford. Ford is tackled in the backfield right at the line of scrimmage. Nice job by that defensive front. Led up there by number 13, one of their linebackers, Braxton Trabo. Let's look at the starters. We mentioned Trabo, the outside linebacker, up front. Jai Joseph, Cone Rock, Cameron Hill. Anthony Salzarulo's been playing good football, number 38. Damon Smith, Thomas Leonard, Caleb Ricks, Braxton Spite. The leader of the secondary, Lane Swanson, and Ja'Cory Sanders.
And this right here, you know, you have to look behind these guys. There's nobody. It's pure man-to-man out here right now.
Pressure's coming. Malvo's in a lot of trouble. Able to escape the pressure. He's going to pick up the first down to about the 45-yard line. He needed 8 yards, and he picked up 10.
Well, you had pure man-to-man in the secondary, so that means you're bringing people, and here they are. Maybe this did contain on the outside right there, which could have had a big loss on the play.
Number 7, Braxton Spite came up from his strong safety position to make the tackle. So Malvo shows you he can move the chains with his legs. 2-0 early in this game. Early safety by the Opelousas defense.
Yeah, you got
First down and 10 from the 45.
4 receivers to the left with a tight end on the right.
Ford's in the backfield. They will give the football. There's Ford. Ford is tripped up. He might have taken that one to the house. You can see the talent of Ford, Coach. Watch it right here. Boy, he just gets tripped up.
And I'm going to tell you, he would have been in that end zone in a matter of seconds.
Power 5 recruit. He's only a junior. He's a 2025 guy. He's got several offers. First down and 10, new set of downs from the 35 of Sandoval. Has a good shot of Malvo, the quarterback. Calls for the ball, quick toss out. Now a now pass, got good yardage right there. Picked up about 8 yards inside the 30 till about the 27-yard line.
So 2 receivers into the sideline, and you basically have tight end trips to that side, a tight end to the other side. So it's power football, and then they hit you. Probably have an option whether to throw it out there or hand the ball off.
All right, RPO action right there. Second and short. Hand the football off to Ford. He's churning forward. He's got the first down inside the 25-yard line up to about the 22. So they'll move the chains. Take a look at it. Been very impressed so far with this Opelousas team traveling from St. Landry Parish. They've come to play tonight.
Well, they're that 5-4A district, you know, where you have Beauchene, Brobridge, Cecilia, Livonia, and, of course, Opelousas.
Handed off to Ford. He's met in the hole, but, boy, you can see the legs never stop moving. He turns a negative run into maybe back to the line of scrimmage or maybe picked up 1 or 2 yards. That'll bring up second down. Opelousas last year, these two teams played. Opelousas won the game 28-21. Sandoval leads the all-time series 5-1 between these two teams.
Here it is, 4 receivers to the right.
Second down and 8. Malvo hands the football off to Ford. Ford running over tacklers, but they gang tackle him at about the 15-yard line. Ran over the initial tackler. It'll bring up third down and short.
It basically had an advantage with the 4 receivers to the right and just base blocking everyone. And Ford, you know, hand the ball off to me and let's find a spot. Very crucial right here because it's probably a 2-down situation to get that first down, depending on the kicking situation for Opelousas.
Third down, hand the football off to Ford. Ford spinning out of a tackle. He's got the first down. That might take us to the water timeout. We'll see if they stop it right here. I was watching the kicking game, a little bit of Opelousas. Not bad, Coach. Sandoval looked a little bit stronger in the kicking game on their side of the field.
So, you know, if you're going to get them down here around the 10-yard line, 1st and 10, can get a first down somewhere inside the 2.
They're going to stop it right here. Are they going to go to the water timeout? They will go to the water timeout. We'll take it with them. Let's send it down to the sidelines. The third member of our broadcast team, Jolie Hartman. Jolie?
Tonight's first quarter is being sponsored.
So we're down here at the field, at the pit, and I am standing right here at right on the side of one of the 2023 Hall of Fame inductees, Barry Coco Wilson. Coco, congratulations on your induction into the Hall of Fame. How does it feel to be in the Hall of Fame at Sandoval High School?
It feels great. I appreciate the recognition, and I sure do wish a lot of the other guys that I played with that helped me get here could be here with me.
Awesome. And Coco, what is, tell the audience, what is one of your memorable moments here at the pit tonight with being back and, seeing the artificial turf, but what back in your day was really a memorable moment for you?
Well, I know for sure I wish we'd have had this turf back in operation because this looks pretty quick. But just being back amongst a lot of the people that have supported me along the way over the years and just created so many friendships just by just by going to school here and participating in sports. And it's been an honor to be inducted. And like I said, I know there's a lot of other players that are deserving, and I stand on a lot of shoulders just by being here.
That's awesome, Coco. Well, congratulations from the Gator Nation at Santa Maria High School, and we couldn't be prouder to have you in the Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Coco. Well, back up to you guys in the press box.
Thanks, Jolie. We appreciate it. Congratulations, another Hall of Fame inductee. So there was a flag on the play, Coach. That'll bring up first down and 20. New rule this year, they mark it off from the line of scrimmage, not where the foul occurs.
Well, every offensive line coach is loving that thing.
Absolutely. It makes it easier on the officials, too. They don't have to know the exact spot it happened.
And Jolie had Coco Wilson, a very good athlete in his Santa Maria days.
Malvin will call his own number. He'll be stopped. First man there was number 13. Braxton Trabo tripped him up. He might have picked up maybe 1 or 2 yards. That'll bring up second down.
I thought Malvo was maybe a little quick getting into that line of scrimmage. Let Santa Maria rush a little bit and get in the lanes and go. But he took off right off the bat, and the Gators able to stop him for no gain.
Clock ticking, 5:25 and counting here in the first quarter. Opelousas took a 2-0 lead on the first series. They got a safety. Santa Maria quarterback Chase Kelly was tackled in the end zone. Now the Tigers are on the move. Looks like we're going to have a timeout. Has some confusion. Timeout, Opelousas Catholic. Let's go ahead and take it with them. Opelousas Catholic and Santa Maria. It's 2-0. It's the Rev. Let's Rev.com game of the week. We'll step aside and we'll be right back.
The best way to recruit for at-home tailgating is Chris's Specialty Foods. Wings, burgers, briskets, steak, and boudin. All of the 5 stars are at Chris's Specialty Foods. Millerville, New Orleans, Prairieville, and Frisco.
Everybody loves Chris's authentic Cajun meat.
All right, back from our timeout. Opelousas had to take that timeout. Coach, looked like they had a little confusion offensively.
Well, you're looking at basically, it looks like it's going to be pure man-to-man. With a little help on the backside.
Got it on the outside to the 10. 5 makes a nice cut. Touchdown. That's Malvo. No flags.
Well, just exactly what I said just a while ago. Now, he did delay a little while, but his route was outside, and no contain on the outside right there, able to slip into that end zone, making it 6 + 2, 8-0 right now.
And right now they'll go for 2. That kind of talks about their kicking game a little bit. So they'll go for 2 here.
Well,
the Opelousas Tigers are up 8-0. Everybody in tight. They'll hand it off. They'll snap it to Malvo, trying to turn the corner. Not going to be able to do it. They'll knock him out of bounds, but it'll be a flag on the play. So they may get to do that one again. Trabo pushed him right at the boundary line, and we'll see what this flag is. I'm assuming it's gonna be against Santa Maria, and they may get to do that try again.
And along with that, you're going to move it to half the distance, which would be to the 1.5 yard line, half of 3.
Wait for the officials to make the call.
Because, I'm not real sure, Troy, just exactly what the chart says when it's 8-0. Should I kick an extra point or should I go for 2? I would say if you go for 1, it's 9. And that would be something you should be comfortable with.
Right, and what the call was, it was a post. It was after the whistle, so that will allow Opelousas to kick the football instead of being at the 40. They'll kick it all the way from the Santa Maria 45-yard line. Let's talk about the coaches. Coach David Oliver, I think around 15 years at Santa Maria.
Well, he's at 16. The only reason I know that because when I see the 16, that's how many years I know I've been in Galvez.
16 years, done a fantastic job here. Talk about Coach Oliver a bit.
Well, I'm going to just tell you, when he walked into my office and I've been having numerous communications with him when he was at Tulane, when he was at Southern. We went to all the 7-on-7s at Tulane and at Southern. And highly, highly intelligent coach, and really a good guy to have on your staff and to be the head coach of the Gators.
Jimmy Zachary is Opelousas, played at Opelousas, played football at Grambling 17 and 14, won a playoff game last year, does a fantastic job. Had a chance to talk to him this week. We'll talk more about him as the game goes along. So this one should be put in the end zone, and it will. Nice boot right there, helped by the 15-yard penalty. So the Gators will come out for the second possession, down 8-0. Crowd kind of quiet here at the pit. Opelousas has come out fast playing in this ball game.
But Troy, you know what quiets crowds is speed.
Absolutely.
And you haven't seen anything from the receivers. Because I think we've had one completion,
right?
A little screen out there.
Yeah, a little now pass quickly out there.
And now you're sitting here and you have that quarterback and running back that's doing an outstanding job moving the ball.
Kelly will hand the football off. Forward momentum got about a yard right there. That was Kyron Kraft on the carry. Several Opelousas Tigers on the tackle.
And so you see two guys coming on and off, and basically that's going to tell you whether you're going to be in a blocking back situation, sniffer back, a lot of people call it.
Man in motion. Hand the football again to Kraft. That defensive line's been stout so far. I've really been impressed with those guys up front. Jonathan Ford, Jacoby Ardoin, Dontravius Parrish are you guys up front for Opelousas.
And boy, they line up in that 3-2 look. And those ends, the defensive ends, drop off.
3rd down and 7. Check with me on the sideline, see if he can get him to jump right there.
So you got just man-to-man defense all over the field.
No safety. They do have a safety over the top. Kelly wants to throw the football. Got the out route, just left it short. Was looking for his intended receiver, Easton Gyro, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Gators will have to punt.
So what you have right there is a tough situation, Troy, because they're lining up basically in a 3-4 defense, and you could bring those outside backers at any time and linebackers, so that means you bring in 7 folks,
right?
And you don't have 7 to block those, and you got to get it off pretty quick.
Easton Gyro, low snap. He's going to be able to get that ball off. See what kind of bounce. It will take a Gator bounce. A roll inside the 35, still rolling till about the 32-yard line. So low snap. But Easton Gyro shows his athletic ability and able to pick it up and get a nice punt and push the Tigers back. So 2 possessions so far for Santamar, coach, and really safety on the first one. They go 3 and out on the second one. Adjustments is going to have to be made up front offensively on the offensive line. You talked about what Opelousas is doing defensively.
And look, Troy, you have to run between the tackles, because on the outside of that you have the outside backers, and you could call them defensive ends or whatever. Creates a problem.
Good shot of Malvo, hands the ball off to Ford. He's tackled in the backfield. Number 86 for the Gators, Cameron Hill, amongst others. Let's take a look at it.
Boy, Cameron Hill right there. Looks like they had a slant inside, and then the linebacker Trabo was scraping outside. Nice little call there by Coach Thomasy to get on that tackle.
Loss of 2 to bring 2nd down and 12. Ford will get the football, puts his head down, breaks out of a tackle, not able to get past the 2nd tackle. Number 44, Thomas Leonard, from his inside linebacker position, finishes him off, along with Lane Swanson, the leader in the secondary.
And when you bring in those stunts, Troy, the scary part is if you scrape outside and you're taking 1 yard too wide, that could be touchdown right there.
If your run fit is not there. 3rd down and 10. Opelousas quarterback Malvo wants to throw it. Got a receiver out there, breaks out of a tackle, trying to get it outside. Let's see if he can get there. He goes out of bounds. I think he's going to have the first down. They're going to move the chains. That was such an athletic play to get the football out. It's actually the quarterback that kept it. And boy, he has been really good with his feet so far. Move the chains for a new set of downs up to the Tiger 42-yard line.
Well, the defense was set up to make a play there and stop them, and just could not do it. In this formation right here, it could be a scary formation for any defensive coach.
Empty backfield. He'll call his own number, trying to get outside, able to pick up nice yardage almost to midfield. Stop will be made by number 32, Damon Smith, but a pickup of about 7 yards. Really impressed so far with the Opelousas Tiger quarterback, Zach Malvo. Do apologize early. I said Opelousas Catholic. I had Opelousas Catholic and Ascension Catholic last week, so I've trained my mind now. It's just Opelousas.
We got it.
Second down and 4 from the 47. Malvo will push the line of scrimmage. Looks like he's got another first down. Coach, stop will be made by number 90 of the Gators, Cone Rock.
And I'm going to tell you,
they're possessing this football.
You can't have the big plays in crucial situations because, you know, the Gator defense has done an outstanding job, and you get these crucial situations. Here you're one-on-one. Here's a pure man-to-man right here. They're bringing everybody.
Quick now route on the outside. Breaks the first tackle, but not the second one. Number 13, Braxton Tribo makes the stop. Whistles all over. We may have a flag on the play. We'll see what the flag is.
You know, it's amazing, Troy, when you line up an empty and you say, oh, I'm going to just throw it to number 2, and, you know, we're going to try to block some people. And if you can get outside of all that, you could score.
Block in the back against Opelousas. Smart move by Coach David Oliver. He'll back them up all the way into Tiger territory, back to the 46-yard line. You'll set up second down in about 16 or 17. Check that, it'll be first down. 26 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Opelousas and Sandoval on the Rev, letsrev.com game of the week. Good look at the Tiger offense. They'll reset the tight end. Hand the football off. He's not going to get anywhere. Big play up front. Number 32 was there. Damon Smith and Cone Rock from his nose guard position. There was no chance for Ford to make any yards right there.
And I would say it's all about slanting in a direction and making a play.
Into one quarter, 0-0. Opelousas and Sandoval will go down to the sideline. And our third of our broadcast team, Jolie Hartman. Jolie?
And welcome back down on the field, as I have here with me
Amanda Mason-Ecker.
And she is another inductee in the 2023 Sandoval High Athletic Hall of Fame, which it's a great honor for me, Coach Joe, to be on the side of the first Lady Gator Soccer to be an all-district award winner in, what, 96?
97. Well, 96, 97.
96, yeah. 97. So it's an honor for me to be standing next to her. But, Amanda, how does it feel to be back at home for the weekend here back at the pit?
It's incredible. I mean, the field looks amazing. I've got to reconnect with people that I haven't seen in a long time, and I've been gone for a hot minute, and it's just like coming back home. Everybody just is so kind and so thoughtful, and I will always be welcome here, and it's just, people are amazing.
That is awesome. And look, I just want to talk a little bit about Amanda. She was a 4-sport athlete at Sandoval High, and she's going to tell you a little bit about what she did at Sandoval.
I played basketball, played soccer, I ran track, I threw the javelin, I was a cheerleader, I threw the football on the sidelines whenever I could, involved in a lot of things. What go on?
Yeah.
I mean, I was just having brunch with a friend of mine who happened to be Mr. Sandoval, and I was Mrs. Sandoval, and we were reminiscing about that. So, coming this way.
Yep. But yeah, we just want to say from the Gator Nation to you, congratulations on being inducted into the Hall of Fame, and thank you so much for making our way for the next generation of Lady Gators.
It's an honor. I am so completely honored. Thank you.
All right, back up to you guys.
All right, thanks, Jolie. Nice scramble right there by Malvo, the quarterback for Opelousas. He picks up big yardage, got a first down. Salzarulo makes a stop, but watch him here, Coach.
And this is what's scary. If you don't get to him right away, that creates some separation between the vertical routes and the line of scrimmage, and you pick up an easy first down quickly, 1st and 10.
Tigers have it 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line of Sandoval. Stop of play. Let's see what we have. It'll be a pre-snap penalty, false start on the Opelousas Tigers.
And those are situations that you want to put Opelousas in, but so far they've had answers in getting first downs and creating big plays off of long yardage situations.
Opelousas coming off a 34-6 over Lake Charles Prep. And Sandoval got win number 3 last week over John F. Kennedy, 20-14. Play it 1st down and 15 for the Tigers at the Gator 34. There was a counter right there. They got him in the backfield. Jai Joseph was the first one there. You saw the 2 linemen pull from the backside. They were going to run quarterback counter, but he just got in the back pocket of him.
Well, look, all he's doing is reading that in right there and doesn't hand the ball off, which he shouldn't have. And, right there, the Gator defense was outstanding, slanting to that direction, able to pick up the quarterback in the backfield.
Strong safety Braxton Spite was there as well. He pressed the line of scrimmage. They use him a lot to be able to control the run game.
Back in the empty situation.
2nd down and long. Wants to throw it up top. Looking for a receiver down there. Almost intercepted. Had a shot to get it. Upset with himself is aforementioned Spite, who had a shot to get it. He was looking for one of his best receivers, number 2, Fontenot.
And right on, had the interception right there, just could not bring it down.
Corey Fontenot, number 2, is a junior. His brother Colin Fontenot is a senior, starts on the defense, whereas number 1. Third down and long. Malvo will keep the football, and he'll go down. He'll be dropped for a 1-yard loss. That's number 32 for the Gators, Damon Smith.
And watch the front line guys right here. They don't rush. They're waiting to see where he picks. It's just sitting there, waiting to see where he goes, and then they get after him in that situation.
More of a controlled rush, keep him in the pocket. After the ball was all the way down to the 30-yard line of the Gators. Now Opelousas is going to have to kick it.
11 yards deep on this punt.
Good snap. Fair catch made. They do have a flag on the play. Let's see if it'll be encroachment on the returner. That would give them an extra 5 yards. The flag did come out unless they called a block in the back by the other Gator that was right there, but there was really no blocking going on.
Well, this is going to be basically almost your best field position for the Gators.
Well, they got him for a hold, actually, so that'll back them up. They had one guy there. I didn't think it looks like everybody had kind of stopped. I thought they were going to call some kind of encroachment on the returner.
I will take that one back.
So, again, field position tonight has been in the favor of Opelousas. The Gators will be back. They'll move that football inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line, maybe the 9. So it'll be.
And Troy, look in the secondary. You know, you have 2 safeties deep. Basically, maybe you have 2-man on this side and you have man-to-man on the other side.
Gators came in averaging 35 points a game. Kelly wants to throw it. Got a receiver. Jarrow on the outside, quickly tackled by Fontenot, the senior defensive back for Opelousas. And that'll bring up second down. Offensive coordinator for Santa Maria, Seth Babin.
You know, Seth's been, he's played on this field.
Knows the position very well.
And is an outstanding coach.
He'll hand the football off to the second guy through. That's just not a lot of running room, Coach. Between those tackles where you want to be able to run it, number 4 carried the football as Kyron Kraft. He's got 203 yards on the season and 5 touchdowns. There's just no running room so far.
And I'm going to just tell you, basically you're running against a 7-man front. I mean, that's the way I look at it. You know, you have a defensive end, number 19, on the outside there.
He's listed as an outside linebacker, but you're right. They're playing him as a defensive end, basically. 3rd and about 5. Kelly wants to set the screen up. Got some running room. Got a first down. Putting his head down. Got the first down and more. That's number 3, Jermichael Millian on the screen play.
And watch going across. Right there, nice job right there on a little toss and catch. And Millian is very, very quick. And, you know, you talked about him on the basketball floor. You know, whatever floor he's on.
He's athletic.
Very much so.
Plays for Coach Travis Uze. Had a chance to referee some of their games. A talented squad coming back for Santa Maria. Hand the ball off to Kraft. He's not going to go far. It's number 40. On the stop for the Tigers, that's Kylan Young, the junior linebacker. Corey Amos as well. Amos is a recruit as well. He's a good football player. Got some schools taking a look at him. He's a junior linebacker as well. 2nd down and 10. Quick pass on the outside, trying to connect.
Well,
number 16, I'm sorry, Coach, Brody Kernan was the intended receiver.
You had a 3rd and 10 situation. That was going to pick up your first down. And it looked like Kernan was going to curl in, and the throw was to his off the field shoulder. So just could not catch that one right there.
Let's see if the Gators can move the chains here. He'll have Kraft in his hip pocket. Kelly fakes it and throws it out there. Opelousas got a bunch of folks out there. They are so fast to the football, and that's not going to go anywhere. And the Gators will have to punt the football again.
Well, hard to get things going on the outside right there. And
Ardwall made the stop. It was Luke Rafferty on the catch.
Yeah, the ball was thrown basically where he had to come back and get it. He could get things going.
Low punt. They'll pick it up. They're going to have to pick it up in a hurry. Trying to get outside. Not going to be able to do it. Nice special teams play by the Gators. That was number 21 down there. Andon Miet the sophomore defensive back who got down on special teams. So Opelousas will be back on offense, back for their third possession, and they've had success moving the ball. They've hurt themselves a little bit with some penalties that backed them up. The block in the back cost them dearly earlier when they had really good field position, but so far the quarterback Malvo has kind of been in control of Zach Malvo. The sophomore quarterback's been in control of this offense. They'll go empty. First and 10, he'll call his number again, trying to get outside. Might have got a yard right there. Scraping down the line of the scrimmage for the Gators was number 86, Cameron Hill.
You know, basically, you know, to me, if you're going to throw up a defense right here, Troy, that can get to the quarterback or the running back in the backfield, you can have a successful night.
So Coach Swack is here tonight to help me call his ball game, but he's also here tonight because he got introduced in the Santa Maria Hall of Fame. We'll get that graphic up on the screen, and I want to take this opportunity to congratulate you. I know you've been a Santa Maria Gator for a long time. I had a chance to talk to Coach Morrow over the years when he came over to Ascension Catholic and talk about you, and he spoke so well of you. Santa Maria class of 2023 Athletic Hall of Fame Coach David Swacker.
And boy, just when you listen to what these folks have done, Miss Virginia Mesh, first All-State female at Santa Maria, and back when you were very limited. But Coco Wilson, wow. I mean, this guy was a tremendous, probably one of your top 5 athletes. And Amanda Mason, I would like to say that I schooled her up on everything and throwing that javelin. But she was a state runner-up and threw 165 in the college ranks.
There you see Coach Swack, 85 to 2008. He's doing it at the middle school level, helping those middle schoolers out, teaching them everything. He helps me out every week with the parish middle school scores. We'll get that in a little bit, show you who's doing well so far in the parish. Malvo will call his number again, turns the corner, puts his head down. He'll be knocked out of bounds. Chains go down. And that'll bring up, looks like it'll be third down.
And Malvo's running to the outside. He's being led, you know, by the running back right there. And probably picked up 5 yards on that. Third and a little more than 4 yards for that first down.
East Ascension looking for their first victory of the season. Played a tough schedule so far. Going into the second quarter, they are no score between East Ascension and Alexandria.
Oh, this is interesting right here, this quads formation. And mainly it's all man-to-man in the secondary, and here they come.
Yeah, that's a stop. Somebody moved up front. That should cost them 5 yards. That'll back them up.
And I just like I'm not a real big proponent of man-to-man, but I'm going to just tell you, you have a choice here. You either going to cover him and see if you can get to him before he makes or completes a long throw. You cover him up tight to stop the short throw. And the big thing right here is you got to get to that quarterback before he can start making some Z-cut moves up and down that field.
So that'll make it third down and 9 for the Opelousas Tigers. Good shot of tight end Trace Dinofrorio. Third down, setting up the screen, almost picked off by a defensive lineman. That was 86, Cameron Hill. Boy, yeah, he got his paws on it, Coach.
Watch Cameron right here. He's going. That's not going to look good in the film room tomorrow.
6'2", 211-pound defensive lineman.
Somebody's going to say, and you wanted to play wide receiver?
That's why he's on defense, right?
And doing an excellent job out there.
All those defensive backs will tell you I'm on defense because I'm really good, but maybe on defense because can't play the wide receiver. I got it blocked. Ball's on the ground. Gators will have it. Swanson will fall on it. And maybe, just maybe, that's the break that the Gators are looking for.
That 11-yard
That's
drop.
Trabo. That's Trabo.
And watch, well, he's at 11 yards, and then he's at 9 to 8 when he punts it.
Typically get about 13 yards, 14
yeah, 13,
yards.
14, but, you know, it just depends because you have so many, especially high school. It might be a 3-step punter.
So the Opelousas defense will go out there and try to stop the Gators with great field position. The coordinator for Opelousas is the head coach, Jimmy Zachary. He coordinates the defense.
And that's what he did at East Ascension High School when he was there.
Yeah, he told me he had a stint there. Hand the football off, trying to push forward. Moving those legs. Good job right there. Picking up extra yards. You like the effort by number 19, Tyree Williams, a junior running back.
And you look at that offensive line right there with your center Cheatwood, then Seth Guidry and Lemoyne on the left side right there, and Thornton and Vizzini on the right side. Picked up 6 yards on that push.
Second down and 4. Kelly looking to throw the football. He's flush in the pocket. Ball's on the ground. Going to have to jump on it. He does. Boy, it was dangerous right there. Almost lost the football. Almost gave it right back to Opelousas.
Well, you know, I right there, I can see where Kelly, he's upset with himself. Maybe should have got rid of it a little bit sooner, but you never know. Maybe somebody went in the wrong direction. I thought the pass protection was ample to throw the ball. Just got to get it out a little bit quicker.
7-yard loss all the way back to the Opelousas 33-yard line. Bring up 3rd down and 11. Probably 4-down territory, I would think, Coach, for the Gators. Quick slant, got him in the middle. Nice right there. Quick toss to Jermichael Millian.
And a little, all it is a little deeper route than the hitch. And maybe get Jamaica, go to the 1st down mark, catches it and gets it up the field for another 3 or 4 to get that 1st down.
Right to the sticks. Nice play right there by Jermichael Millian from Chase Kelly.
So Chase Kelly he's got that feel of getting that ball a little bit off a little bit sooner.
22-yard line. Gators on the move, 3:54. They trail it 8-0. Hand the football off to Kraft. Kraft picking his way through. Boy, look at that block up front by big 62, Dominic Vizzini, the senior offensive lineman. Watch.
And this is exactly what I saw last week against Kennedy. Slow start, just stayed consistent, persistent with the run game.
No panic.
And Seth Babin, I'm going to tell you, it's hard to do that as a play caller. Outstanding job right here. Staying with Kraft, staying with Kelly, and let's see if we can get some 1st downs here.
4-yard pickup. Kelly wants to throw the football. He's got a receiver cutting across the field to the 10-yard line, inside the 10, knocked out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Stop made by number 19 of the Tigers, Corey Amos.
And that's Easton Gyro.
A little crossing route. Those crossing routes typically good against man-to-man.
And Gyro just outran everybody going east and west right there.
1st and goal for the Gators at about the 8-yard line. There'll be 2 backs in the backfield. Hand the football off. Kraft to the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Gators. That's Kraft busting it in.
Boy, the offensive line did an outstanding job.
That's Miles Dennis. My bad. Miles Dennis. Kraft led the way. There's the cannon. Boy, nice job. Kept his feet.
Well, good job by the official seeing that, because he came out of nothing. Nice little hole right there. Going to go for 2.
Try to chase those points here. 8-6.
Well, do you run the ball? You've been having a little bit of success right here.
They may go RPO action right here. They'll reset. No, they're going to throw the football. Got him wide open. Number 4, Kyron Kraft. We're tied up at 8 apiece. 2:35 to go here in the 2nd quarter. It's the Rev. Let'sRev.com. Game of the week. We'll step aside. We'll be right back.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
Back to the pit at Santa Maria. It's the Rev. Let'sRev.com game of the week, 8-8. Coach, that was a nice little play call. We had to go to break real quick, but talk about that 2-point conversion.
Well, you get Kraft, and sometimes at Galvez, I'd refer to him as Crafty because he was a little slick right there. Out into the flat area right there with a little play-action pass, and, it is so wide open right there, able to easy bring it in and tie this thing up at 8-up.
Jarrow drives it inside the 10-yard line, putting his head down. Looks like he's past the 20, up to about the 25-yard line. Returning the football was number 7 for Opelousas. That's Kyron Moore. Let's take a look at our upcoming schedule on the Rev. Let's Rev game, Let'sRev.com game of the week. Next week, it'll be Jefferson Rise at Santa Maria. Coach, it'll be homecoming. You went through a lot of homecomings. It's the worst time for a head football coach, homecoming. I know it's fun, but it's not fun for you guys.
Well, there's a lot of pluses and minuses right there. We'll discuss that in just a second.
We'll come back to that graphic after this. Hand the football off. A couple of tough yards right there. I think that was Ford who got the football. Let's go back and look at our upcoming schedule. And in 2 weeks, Santa Maria at East Ascension and the East Ascension swim meet. Mr. Lau asked me if I knew anything about calling swim meets. I said absolutely not.
I could do this. I could do the swim meet if it was 4 feet of water, but if it gets over my head, I'm in trouble.
Make sure you just subscribe, live stream on Rev Sports, Rev Sports 2, Rev TV 4, replay times. It's Rev. Go check them out. A lot of high school action for you. Stacked up at the line of scrimmage, not going anywhere.
Coming from the outside, just like Opelousas has been doing. Coming from the outside, totally unblocked right here. Watch it coming from the outside, right there, inside linebacker number
Thomas Leonard, 44.
Wow.
I was looking at him down there. He looks like a linebacker. He just looks the part. So you got him 3rd down and long. Do you bring pressure here? Coach Thomas, he's got to be thinking. He doesn't want Malvo to get out of the pocket.
You got secondary coverage.
Salzarulo coming on the blitz. Able to get out of the pocket. There he goes. He completes the pass for the 1st down. And that's if he breaks the pocket, he's so dangerous with his feet and throwing the football.
About the only good thing, he was running into the sideline and you're running out of territory over there. But one other thing about the homecoming, I always looked at it a little bit different because like I tell them, we don't have a homecoming for any other sport, other than football. And the kids at Santa Maria, they just love it. And, whether you're a support person, a cheerleader, band person, it's just a lot of fun here at school.
1st down and 10. They got Fontenot right there in the slot. He's upended by number 2, Lane Swanson. But Opelousas Catholic in their 2-minute offense. Clock ticking under 1 minute to go. Tied at 8. Opelousas.
I'm going to get that Catholic out of you.
Yeah, said it again. Not saying it anymore, I promise.
But nice little call right there. And they ran the same thing.
Malvo, he's going to break out of a tackle. Not going to break out of that one. 95, Jai Joseph.
Watch the job that happens here at the end. Watch what the corner does right here, forcing him to go inside. Go inside, and there's my help right there. Outstanding job right there by the cornerback.
Caleb Ricks. Timeout taken by Opelousas. 33 seconds to go. We'll keep it right here.
Well, this thing is going by quick.
It is going fast. We 7:49. We started at 7 o'clock, so not quite an hour.
So Coach Zachary's in the spread offense, but they're in empty most of the time, and they've probably thrown it a few times. Everything is, see if I can get it deep, maybe a little short, but basically I want my quarterback to be running that ball.
I've put $6 up. I said Opelousas Catholic 6 times, so I owe $6 to you.
Oh, Lord.
I'm not going to say it again. I'm going to see if I can.
I'm thinking about a house payment now.
So it'll be 3rd down and short. Tigers do possess another timeout.
Let me just tell you, in this area, you don't mistake EA for Santa Ma and all that.
I imagine in Opelousas, they got to go deep on 3rd and short. Incomplete.
Very good coverage right there. I'm going to tell you,
Braxton
nice little chunk down the field there by the quarterback.
He threw it effortlessly. I was a little surprised they didn't try to get the first down there. It was 3rd down and 2. Now you bring up 4th down. They're going to keep the offense on the field.
And so where has Duncan been all this time?
Not sure. We hadn't called his name.
I mean, I was thinking he's part of the empty package. There he is in the backfield. Here he comes to the sideline. He's a slot receiver.
Yeah, forward, number 22. 4th and short. Catch made. That'll be a first down. The clock will stop. It's got his tight end, Denifro. Look like they'll clock it here. Ball's on the ground. I don't know about that clock.
No, the referee's saying stop the clock.
So 15 seconds, and certainly Malvo could reach the end zone from here. They may take a couple of shots. They do. Looks like they're gonna take a timeout unless Santa Ma took it. But let's keep it right here and talk about strategy. 14 seconds to go. First down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball is looks like it's at the Gator 47-yard line. Actually, I don't think they called it a clock right there, or did they? Because the timeout was taken.
Well, the timeout was taken, but I was watching the white hat official, and he was signaling.
It looks like he had clocked it.
Yeah, that he clocked it. And, I'm not going to say you can't also call a timeout. Sure, you could call a timeout right there and maybe kind of put something together knowing that you only have 1 or 2 plays left in this thing.
Right.
This is, you learn so much by watching TV, and you talk about why are we backing up everybody here when we've had success rushing the quarterback.
Right.
And I understand both philosophies right there.
Prevent you from winning.
And you're looking right here. You got the slot receiver with a hitch that's wide open, and there's 2 right in the middle.
Malvo will decide to do it with his feet. He's going to have to try to get out of bounds, and he does. Good job by Salzarulo not to hit him near the boundary line. So the clock will stop. The ball is at the Santa Ma 35-yard line. 6 seconds left.
He had a nice throw, and I don't know where they stand on timeouts. It looks like it's 0 over there on that scoreboard.
So you may have I could see a heave into the end zone here by Malvo and see if they can make a play. See what the formation looks like.
The thing I don't like is running around to that right side where you got the wide side of the field over there.
Gators got 3 safeties across the backside. He's going to throw it up. Tosses it. Looking for a receiver. That ball's intercepted. It is intercepted by number 7, Braxton Spite. So you want to intercept it or knock it down right there.
And a nice play right here at the end of the game. And look, I don't say it's a bad play for Opelousas right there. Let's get a shot. Let's say we get a pass interference. All right, we got an interception. All right, we go in. It's 8-8.
DeAndre Jackson was the intended receiver for the Tigers. Well, that will take us to the half. We had a lot of halftime stuff coming at you. We'll take a look at the Gator band. Jolie Hartman will interview Principal Christina Carter as well down on the field. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. It's the Rev, Let'sRev.com game of the week. The Gators and the Tigers tied at 8.
REV Business started small in 1935. We built our reputation by providing hometown service with Louisiana hustle. For nearly 90 years, we've expanded across our great state, through the swamps and across the Mississippi, bringing fiber optics from the capital to the North Shore, all to connect your business with the world. REV is about big business technology with small business personal service.
For a limited time, get up to $300 off business services. Call or visit us today at letsrev.biz.
The best way to recruit for at-home tailgating is Chris's Specialty Foods. Wings, burgers, briskets, steak, and boudin. All of the 5 stars are at Chris's Specialty Foods. Millerville, New Orleans, Prairieville, and Frisco.
Everybody loves Chris's authentic Cajun meat.
Lamar Dixon's role from an entertainment standpoint is to be an economic engine for South Louisiana and Ascension Parish, to create an environment that people don't have to really leave their home in South Louisiana to have a world-class entertainment value. The partnership between Lamar and Rev has been a seamless marriage that I don't know how we lived without, and really knew what they were talking about. I took the time to learn what we did instead of just sell us a product. I knew that that was going to be our company for life. I highly recommend Rev Business.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
This baby will get your heart racing as much as your slick new devices do. Switch to REV. No contracts, no data caps, no nonsense. Just all fiber internet all the time. Build your plan at letsrev.com. Let's Rev. Internet speed so fast, you're gonna need seatbelts for your sofa. Switch to REV. No contracts, no data caps, no nonsense. Just all fiber internet all the time. Build your plan at letsrev.com. Let's Rev.
All right, we're back at the pit. You see your score. Opelousas 8, Santa Maria 8 at the half. Troy LaBeouf along with Coach David Swacker. Coach, before we go down to the band here at Santa Maria, Opelousas got on the board first with the safety. They were moving the football. They controlled the first quarter. Ended up getting a touchdown on a short field. But it looks like if you were scoring this like a boxing match, first round went to Opelousas. I think second quarter went to the Gators.
And it just looked to me like that. Boy, this did not start good for the Gators. There's no doubt about it. Chase Kelly was holding that ball a little bit too long and got caught in the end zone for a safety. All right, they go for 2. The Gators do a good job of prevent that, because that could be a big difference maker in this game, not getting that 2-point conversion. And so I was just excited because now, as time went on, and you would think you were going to be getting like around the 5-yard line when the Gators got there, you would think it would be a lot tougher. They popped it right through. The offensive line did an outstanding job. They got in the end zone, little 2-point conversion to Kraft, and who's wide open and ties it up. And so nice start out right here for Opelousas. The Gators were nice in that second quarter.
East Ascension and Alexandria, the Spartans are looking for their first win of the season. 2 minutes to go before halftime, and we still have no score between those two teams. Alexandria came in with an outstanding team. You look at who East Ascension has played so far, obviously Destrehan, West Monroe, one other team I'm forgetting that they played, Zachary. So lose to, obviously, no shame in losing to those 3 teams.
Yeah, and I saw a couple of those games, the West Monroe game, and I watched the game, the game with Destrehan on TV. And I'm just not real certain what direction East Ascension's going. But the big thing, what I saw last week, I saw the kids competing, and they were getting after Destrehan, who I might add, is the returning state champion.
Right, they're on an 18-game winning streak.
Yes. Well, that's even
more impressive.
Yes. And so I just think, the quarterback's got to stay healthy. The running back does a good job for him, number 5. And I just thought defensively that they were outstanding against West Monroe in the Destrehan game. But, everybody's got to stay healthy. And because, look, they went into the play at the end of the year. They were 6-6 on the year.
Right.
So
maybe the same formula. East Ascension just scored. They're up 7-0. I want you to direct your attention to the field here at the pit, and you'll see the Santa Ma Band perform.
Santa Ma Band, you may take the field.
There are men for whom the unattainable has a special attraction. Usually, they're not experts. Their ambition and fantasies are strong enough. At best, such men are regarded as eccentric. At worst, mad. Everest Base Camp, 17,600 feet.
We continue tonight's halftime with the Santa High Spirit Band, which is made of all wind percussion, color guard, and Gatorette members at Santa High School. We begin our spirit show with an energetic dance routine by the Santa High School Gatorettes, featuring this 1980 classic by the band Journey, choreographed by Alexis Jones, Hazel Lennon, Sammy Sheets, and Tori Brooks. Here is Any Way You Want It. We now welcome to the field the 8th grade band students from Galvez Middle, Lake Middle, and San Juan Middle. Get on your feet as the future members of the Gator Band perform with the Spirit Band to the Rolling Stones classic hit, Paint It Black.
All right, there you see the performance by the Santa Monica band. That was the junior high band as well. But we're going to send it down to the third member of our broadcast team, Jolie Hartman. Jolie?
And great job by Santa Monica High's band. But now, here on the pit, I am with the head principal, Miss Christina Carter. Miss Carter, congratulations on being named the head principal at Santa Monica High. Is it something that you always wanted to be, a head principal at a high school?
No, not really, but I am very excited. I have always been someone that have just followed the path of where everything takes me, and it has brought me here, but I am so excited to be the principal at Santa Monica High.
Well, I know as staff at Santa Monica High, I'm so fortunate to have you as our principal. But first and foremost, maybe tell a little bit about people, like your journey through education to become a principal. Where did you start, and how long have you been in the education system?
I started out teaching math at Dutchtown, and now I moved to assistant principal, then associate, and now principal. So this is my 11th year at Santa Monica, and my 17th year in education at this point.
Well, awesome. Well, I can't thank you enough for being our principal at Santa Monica High, and we look forward to a great year with you as our leader. And thank you so much for doing this tonight. Well, thank you, Miss Carter. And look, we're live here at the pit on the field, but as of right now, you're watching Rev Game of the Week, and we'll be right back with this short break.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
Thank you, Jolie, and thanks to Principal Christina Carter, doing a fantastic job as the principal over at Santa Monica High School. That's a big job at a 5A school with that many students, and you're the principal, and everybody's looking at you for leadership.
And I'm not real certain, what anybody thinks. Some people are going, come on, Prairieville. Some people say, we could wait another year or so, Prairieville, because what the damage, well, I say the damage, it's not going to be damage, but the problems that you're going to have I've already been through this one time at Santa Monica High School when 700 kids were taken out of our school to go to
Dutchtown.
Mainly Dutchtown, but some went to East Ascension. And so that's amazing. 20 years ago, we went down to less than 1,300, and now they're back up to 2,500 kids.
Same thing over at Dutchtown, as many kids over there as well.
Lord. They started with 900. And
when Coach Benny Saya took over the program, first football program, I've had a chance to talk to Coach Randy Loving, who's taken over at Prairieville High School. He's going to do a fantastic job. Randy and I coached together at Ascension Catholic.
Yes.
And you talk about an outstanding math teacher, but obviously the only math he's going to be doing now is figuring out what teachers are covering which classes.
It's going to be, they got a little turn roundabout or whatever they call those things. I think they're building that over there, because I live, maybe a few miles away from that. And I think, to me, the hardest news is I think a lot of Galvez kids are going to be going to the new high school.
And that was Santa Monica feeder, right?
Yes.
We do have a scoring update. East Ascension and Alexandria tied at 7 at the half. So Coach Darnell Lee's crew tied at 7 with Alexandria Senior High School. Want to take a look there. You see the quarterbacks loosening up for the second half. Want to take a look at what's on the slate in the district. What district games are going on this week? District 5A will be cranking up very soon. We're going to be taking a look at some. That cannon always gets me. I know it's coming, but it always gets me.
I can just tell you, it could get you on the way here, too, because they blow that cannon right down the road from the pit also.
Gators back to their sidelines. Here comes Opelousas going to their sideline. Let's take a look at upcoming games of week 4. This is the games this week. Obviously, Dutchtown's open, and you and I were talking about it. Dutchtown is supposed to play GW Carver next week, but Carver has now forfeited the rest of the season. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So
so that could be 2 open dates, or they could fill. They didn't. It's pretty obvious they didn't fill this one, and I'm just not real certain because you have a few schools that are having to forfeit the season. The New Orleans schools, a couple of them.
That's unfortunate.
So it is for everybody involved, and so it's going to be interesting to see what happens next week. Will Dutchtown be able to pick up somebody?
Hopefully so. Franklinton at Denham Springs tonight. Live Oak is open, and Kentwood stepping up in competition, which you know they have an outstanding program. They're going to play at Walker tonight.
And Walker, I just think they're very well coached. I think that's Chad Mahaffey.
Chad Mahaffey came over from U-High.
Yeah, very does a very good job right there. I think the talk was Live Oak and Dutchtown playing, but that never ran its course pretty quick.
Right, here we go. Ready to kick off the second half. Nice kick. It'll get into the end zone, so Opelousas will take over at their 20-yard line. First down and 10. They'll get the football first. We're tied at 8 apiece. And what you could say it was a defensive battle. We had a chance to talk a little bit with Coach Dwayne Thomas. He came swinging by the booth a little bit, but it's tough to be able to defend and to be able to scheme against a quarterback that can really use his legs in Malvo.
And again, I asked you, where is the running back that's supposed to be?
Ford. Yeah. He didn't get a lot of touches.
But Dwayne knows that if you spread out people enough, that athlete could kill you sometimes.
There he is, right behind Malvo. They're going to hand the football off to him. There, he presses the line of scrimmage. They're going to blow it dead. That defensive line stood pretty tall right there, so they got a couple of yards. That'll bring up second down for the Tigers.
So talking to Coach Thomas, I believe they have the right idea how to handle the spread, and they really did a very good job. And ended the first half with a pick.
Second down and 6. Malvo keep the football. He's on the outside. Malvo's in open field. He's to midfield. It's a foot race to the 40, to the 30, to the 20. He'll go down to the 15-yard line. Game-saving tackle right there by number 7 of the Gators, Braxton Spite.
And, but you can say whatever you want to say. When this guy gets rolling, good job right there, of making him slow down and backtrack right there.
Quickly handed it off to Ford, who we talked about at the half. They're trying to get him going. Stop made by number 32, Damon Smith. But boy, going back to that run, that was a big pickup. Nearly 60 yards on that run.
And we saw that in the first quarter, too. I mean, the Opelousas was doing a very good job making some big plays, but the Gators at times would hold on tight and avoid the score.
They ran away from the tight end trips on that long run by Malvo.
You got 2 tight ends, it looks like, over there on the right.
Counter, hand the football off to Ford. Ford with a nice head of steam for the Tigers. He'll pick up maybe 4.
This is crucial right here.
I'll bring up third down.
You got third and long, which long to Opelousas I don't think really
matters.
Really matters. You're right.
11-yard line is where the ball is. There you see the
and probably going to get a timeout here. Oh. I really like this. Taking some time. You can see the clock running down.
You snap it on with about 3 seconds on the clock. Malvo will call his own number. Malvo to the goal line. Touchdown. 11 yards out. That's the quarterback, Zach Malvo. And, boy, he's been good tonight. Everybody talked about Ford coming into this game. I certainly was. But watch Malvo do it.
And that running back right there, Ford, leads up in there, gets a kick out right there. No one in that C gap. And if he was getting blocked.
14-8. The Tigers take the lead over the Gators. They're going to go for 2. 4 tight end package, along with Ford as an up back. Malvo's going to get it, call his own number to the goal line. It got him down. Anthony Salzarulo, the junior linebacker, got him down short of the goal line, and that makes it 14-8. Let's take a look at it.
Still had an opening right there, and got tripped up right there. Could not get in the end zone.
I tell you what, I've watched Ford on the big runs by Malvo. He's done a great job of blocking, almost like a decoy, if you will.
Well, we talked about his ability to be an athlete. You said he's just a junior, right?
He's a sophomore, Coach. He's a sophomore. Oh, yeah, Ford. I'm sorry. Malvo's a sophomore. Ford is a junior. He's a 2025 Power 5 prospect, and a lot of schools want him. But
quick and fast.
Absolutely. Trying to get a different football in. Well, you see where they set up the kickoff team, and that's actually him kicking the football. He's a good-looking kid, huh, Coach? He is put together. The kickoff team is right at the 40-yard line. They don't get that running start. So Deshaun Ford to kick it.
That's going to be short.
Picked up at the 15-yard line, upended at the 30, about a 15-yard return by number 25, MJ Dunn.
And there's a flag on the play. They're at the 35-yard line.
This one may be coming back. Wait for the official to make the call. There's a block in the back. That'll back them up 10 yards. See a nice return by Dunn. But the flag went down. That'll back the Gators up to the 20-yard line. So first down and 10 for Santa Maria. They trail it 14-8. The Let'sRev.com game of the week. Gators will go with 2 backs and 2 receivers. Kelly will keep it and run a little option. Got some running room on the outside to the 40-yard line. Let's see if he'll make a cut. No, he decides to put his head down. Kraft does, all the way up to the 45-yard line, 35-yard pickup.
And Kraft is not going to outrun people, but he's going to power you. He's going to make some moves between the tackles and gets outside. Nice little play there by the Gators.
What about the wrinkle right there with the option?
Yeah, and
first time they show it.
And I think I might have seen that one time last week.
Hard snap count. Going to run the option again. Going to hand it off to the first back through. Hard yardage. Maybe picked up 1 or 2 yards. That was number 22, Miles Dennis, who had a touchdown earlier for Santa Maria. Now you're going more 1 back. You may go empty here. There'll be 5 receivers in the package.
So you have somebody on the outside coming right here on a stunt, and there he is.
Quick throw, incomplete. Looking for a little hitch route, looking for number 18, Reed Mayers.
And, the throw, because you had heat coming from the quarterback's right side, the throw was to Million out here in the flat. No one covering him. And that's hard. That's hard for quarterbacks to see.
They'll bring Kyron Kraft back in. Man will be in a slot on the top of your screen. Kelly's got some pressure. Kelly will put his foot in the ground and make a run. There's going to be a flag right there. That's going to be 15 yards. Got up to the 38, but that'll move that football down close to about the 23.
Hey, Kelly right there probably needs to get down a little bit sooner.
He took a shot.
And, you know, he did that numerous times last week, and not a 15 or 20-yard gain, but 8, 9, 10, 12 yards, first downs.
They'll flag Kyron Moore, the defensive back, a junior. They'll move the football down to about the 22-yard line. So Gators on the move. Opelousas took the football first. Big run by Zach Malvo. Got him down in scoring position. He finished the drive off with on his own.
I'm sure Seth Babbitt's going to hand this ball off.
Going to hand it off. Able to scoot out of there. Still on his feet. Pushing forward for about 3 yards.
A smart call right there by Coach Babin. Yeah, just getting this thing down there. A couple of big plays, a penalty.
2nd down and 6. Wants to throw it. Got a man wide open down there. Oh, he's caught off the tip. It's caught off the tip. Unbelievable. That's Rafferty who catches it off the tip. Ball was nearly intercepted, and we get the touchdown.
What a play. What a play almost by Opelousas, and what a play by Rafferty right here. Good job. A little fake. Throw it up there. Knock it down. Rafferty says, could you move that over a little bit to the right? I don't know if I can catch this easy ball. Outstanding job right there. And so now the score's tied. You're going to go for 1 or 2. You're in the
swinging gate.
Swinging gate. I don't think that's going to happen.
That was Hammond on the coverage. I had a chance to look at him down there. He's a very tall cornerback.
Very much so.
Gyro to kick it. Gyro splits the uprights, and for the first time tonight, Santa Monica takes the lead in this game.
I tell you what, I love the call, and I thought Chase Kelly did an outstanding job with execution. Look, let me tell you, the corner made a heck of a play, and he's going to probably watch this film, and he's probably talking over there that, wow, I should have caught this ball.
Yeah, he had a fingertip on it, but
Rafferty says, well, I'll catch it.
Concentration of Rafferty. That was a gift for him right there because the ball was a little short. Protection was great by the offensive line. A little wrinkle with Santa Monica coming out in the second half, running the option and picking up the big gainer earlier.
Very good point right there, because if you could have seen the pitch man there was like 3 on him.
Right.
So it fooled everybody, including the corner, because he made a retreat and he almost made a big play right there. I think this is big right here. Last time we kicked it in the end zone. We just don't need them to be returning the ball.
Trying to get outside, able to break out of the first tackle, but not the second. Several Gators on the stop. So that's where Opelousas will take over 1st down and 10. And now you got a little different situation. The Tigers trail for the first time in this game.
And if you are Coach Zachary, would you be a little worried right now?
Maybe in my mind a little bit, because the momentum has kind of swung more towards Santa Monica. He's got to feel good how his team has played so far. But his defense certainly didn't give much resistance there on that first drive.
But, if you're looking at that clock, I mean, it's going down quick. And so that would be a concern, that this game is going to be a lot quicker.
Hand off to Ford. Ford busts it on the outside. Shoestring tackle up to midfield. That's a nice run. Had a big hole on the left side. Stop made by 44, Thomas Leonard. Boy, it's a nice job by the Tiger offensive line.
I'm going to tell you, that was 2 athletes right there with maximum effort. Whether you're running the ball or you're chasing. Nice play right there.
Hey, you see Thomas Leonard, I mentioned him earlier as a linebacker. He's more of a defensive lineman, but he just looks like a linebacker to me. Might have got a little shaken up on the play. I think he's okay. Looks like we're going to have our water timeout. We'll go ahead and take a timeout with them. 7:13 to go in this one. Santa Maria leads at 15-14 over Opelousas. We'll be right back.
The best way to recruit for at-home tailgating is Chris's Specialty Foods. Wings, burgers, briskets, steak, and boudin. All of the 5 stars are at Chris's Specialty Foods. Millerville, New Orleans, Prairieville, and Frisco.
Everybody loves Chris's authentic Cajun meat.
All right, back at the pit, you see the defensive coaches talking to the Gator defense, heading back out there.
Well, the thing that I would say, you're on the left hash, you got a long ways across.
First down, that's a good point, Coach. Yep, you're on that left hash, and Malville's got a strong enough arm to get it there or to get there with his feet.
Hey, you got a tight end, you got a wing back.
There he goes, trying to get on the outside. Good job by 13 Trabo to stick with him and keep him funneled in the pocket, not let him get on the outside.
And you had a tight end and a wing back right there, double teaming at the point of attack, which is on the outside. And linebacker scraped outside, was able to make a nice play for just a 2-yard gain.
Second down and 8. Ball's in Gator territory at the 47. Hand the football off to Ford. Ford, powerful running right there. I thought they had him in the backfield, but he was able to churn out a couple of yards. And he'll bring up third down, and we call it a long 3. Just about halfway point through the third quarter. We'll call it third down and 3. From the Gator 43. Santa Maria took the lead. Nice drive to start the second half. This is our water timeout. It was actually a timeout called by one of the squads earlier, so we'll take our water timeout. We'll take it with them as well. 15-14. Tell you what, we'll keep it here. We'll head down to Jolie Hartman. She'll be talking to some of the homecoming maids down on the field. Jolie?
Oh, just smile at the camera. And we're back down here at the pit, and I am surrounded by homecoming maids, which at Santa Maria High School next week is homecoming. And I'm surrounded by
Ronnie Aguilar, Mary Beth Zeller, Lexi Bergnack.
And these 3 ladies are 3 of 17 girls that will be crowned homecoming queen of Santa Maria High next week. So, ladies, how does it feel to be selected as somebody that represents Santa Maria High?
It's really an honor, and it's really amazing to be able to do this with these other 2 girls that I've been knowing for 4 years. It's a very amazing experience to know that I've been picked, that we've all been picked by the student body. And it's a really amazing experience.
Awesome. And look, let's kind of find out a little bit about y'all. Lexi, what do you do at Santa Maria High?
I'm a 4-year volleyball member. I'm a part of the yearbook, and I'm in Gator Rally.
And Meredith?
I'm a 4-year member of the softball team. I'm part of Gator Rally and Huddle staff.
Go softball.
That's a little
back-to-back state champs.
I'm a 4-year member of the Lady Gator basketball team, a member of Gator Rally, and a member of Sources of Strength.
Well, guys, tune in next week to REV because Santa Maria has homecoming. So thank you, ladies, for talking to us, and we are going back up to you guys.
Thanks, Jolie. We appreciate it. Third down and 3. Hand the football off. He's going to be a yard short. Ball be at the 41. So I would assume Coach Zachary will go for it right here.
Well, you got maybe an outside linebacker coming off, a defensive back coming off, a defensive lineman, short yardage situation.
Big play right here. 4th and short. Opelousas will go for it. Couple of tight ends in. Straight ahead, hand the football off. He's got the push just enough. Had a nice running start. Good job by that offensive line of the Tigers. That'll move the chains. Scoring update, East Ascension leads at 14-7 over Alexandria. Nothing fancy about that, Coach. Just hand it right up the middle, follow those offensive linemen.
Yeah, it looked like they had a little vacant area there in the B gap, which is basically where he hit for basically a yard or two.
They've got him more. They got Ford more involved here in the second half. He's carried the football quite a bit. Go play action. Boy, is that ball caught? I think it is caught.
Watch the play right here. Fake. Watch the tight end release.
Boy, he was behind the defense. He doesn't lose his footing right there. He might still be running.
And, I didn't look in the secondary, but it looked like he could have easily been man-to-man and just looking in the backfield, and then you get caught up.
Everybody got caught up with play action right there. That was Trace Dinoforio. Handed off here. Got his hands on him, but those legs never stop moving. Number 86, Cameron Hill, grabbed him around the waist, but Ford kept pumping those legs.
Nice job right here defensively. It's all about, you see somebody sliding through there, it's all about taking a gap, by a linebacker, taking a gap by a defensive lineman, and you get in that backfield and you make that play before that guy can become an athlete.
Gave him a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9 from the 16. Tigers can get a first down. Empty backfield.
Well, this guy's
quick toss out there to the 10-yard line, to the 5, inside the 5. They're going to mark him down at about the 3. I tell you what, the Gator coaches, I would be calling for the pick play right there. I thought it was a pick play.
I saw exactly what you saw right there also. And I don't know, do we have a penalty? Yeah, we have a penalty on it.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, so that'll obviously move it half the distance, but the play is good. Let's see if we can take a look at that replay.
They go in right there.
The 2 outside receivers cleared, and they ran the inside guy on a quick out, so really didn't pick. It kind of looked that way. Everybody in tight. Malvo calls his own number. Malvo to the goal line, waiting for the referee's call. Still no call, touchdown. Opelousas, they answer right there after the Gators take the lead.
Yeah, that was just man on man and a pile of men on a pile of men. And you can see right there just exactly what you have.
Gators got a decent push right there, but they were only at the 1.5-yard line. I'm going to go for 2 again. Obviously, the kicking game is just not something that Opelousas wants to do.
This right here is crucial.
20-15, this can give them a 7-point lead. They ran Malvo early out of this formation. I think there's no question they'll do it again. Yep, he'll run it on the left side to the goal line. Boy, he goes untouched. What a nice job blocking by Opelousas. That 2 points is good. 22-15. Take a look at it.
Watch your little jab step to the right, I believe he takes. Right there. Comes back. Get a kick out block. Well executed by Opelousas.
They answer right there after Santamore takes the lead. They go right down the field. And again, Zach Malvo, the quarterback, was a big part of what the Tigers did on that drive. They got Deshaun Ford. Then they hit the tight end Denforio on a nice job right up the seam on the play action, and that moved them inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, so they're working on, trying to make some big plays, and from time to time they are making some big plays. And, I think a big part that you brought up we're talking about the athletic ability of the running back, and part of that athletic ability, he's done a heck of a job blocking, for his quarterback, making big plays.
Gators will spread out. They'll see if they can get a big return here.
They went to the 35, and this could easily get to the 35.
Ball's picked up at the 15-yard line. Referee past the 25 up to the 27. No, they'll mark him forward momentum at the 29. So good stop down there by the Tigers. So the Gators trail it 22-15. Got a good one. This game was won by Opelousas last year, 28-21. But the Gators have dominated this series 5-1, 5 wins to 1 for Santa Monica.
And I think something to remember right here is the quick hitch and the crossing route has been something that Kelly has hit for some big yardage right here.
First down and 10 with 2:58 to go in the third quarter. We do have, is that Ford? Yeah, Ford was the kickoff guy. Looks like he may have turned his ankle. Hopefully he's okay, but he is the kickoff guy. He must have got tangled up down there covering the kick.
Well, if you've ever had a twisted ankle, I can promise you that doesn't feel real well.
No, it does not.
And there's not some quick remedy for that.
That's something we'll have to watch for when they come back on offense. First and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw it. You just called it. Quick hitch on the outside. Nice job by Millian to stay on his feet. Millian to midfield. Makes a guy miss. 40. He's hit hard at the 35-yard line. Boy, the balance of Jermichael Millian to a big pickup right there.
And let's just watch this. And, this is what you say. All right, Jamaica. All right, break that tackle. That's to get up the field. All right, you well coached, son. Doing an excellent job. Little Z cut right there, trying to get down the field.
Yeah, which should have been about a 6 or 7 yard pickup turned into a big one. All the way down to the 34-yard line. Two backs in the backfield. Will hand the football on the outside, trying to turn the corner. Not able to do. Boy, coming downhill.
Yeah, that's Williams.
Landon Hammond came down from his safety position, and boy, he makes a play.
And this is one of your faster guys on the team right here. Just cannot get outside of the widest man.
1 yard loss. 152 counting here. Late third quarter, the Gators trail it by a touchdown. They're going to keep the football, going to run option. Kelly still running with the football. Past the 30, almost to the 20-yard line. Nice job right there. That pitch back, that moves the chain. That pitch back stayed with him the entire time.
Pitch position right there. Quarterback turns up. Now you turn up.
Thought I was looking at Coach Doug Murrow's offense right there, right? He used to run that. They used to run that to perfection.
Oh, yes, definitely. I'm going to just tell you, that's why we refer to the quarterback as the trigger man. You got to flip that thing out there when it's time.
21-yard line. Hand it off to the second guy through. Nice push. See what they give him. They'll give him forward momentum up to about the 17-yard line. That's 19, Tyree Williams. I like the balance offensively of what they're doing. Again, Coach Babb and the offensive coordinator really mixing it up well, bringing some different packages in, keeping his athletes fresh.
Well, and you're basically allowing your quarterback to do some things. Quick little passing game right there, because the last thing you want him to get hit or something like this to where you got to have to make an adjustment there.
Counter to the outside. Williams trying to turn the corner. Stutter steps, able to fall forward. He picks up, he's close to a first down. It's going to bring up third down and short. They ran the counter. They pulled two backside guard and tackle. That should end the third quarter. Gators on the move. They trail it 22-15. Opelousas leading as we head to the fourth quarter. It's the Rev, the Let'sRev.com game of the week. We'll be right back. Let's keep it here. We go down to the sidelines with Jolie Hartman. She'll be talking about some homecoming festivities.
Well, welcome down back at the pit. I am with
Melissa Sutton,
and she is a teacher and co-sponsor of Gator Rally at Sandoval High School, which she is down here with me right now to talk about next week at Sandoval High homecoming. So, Melissa, what is the community have to see next week at Sandoval High?
Next week, we have a whole week planned for the kids to dress up. The theme of the week is Sweet Memories, and the theme of homecoming. The kids will be dressing up every day as different types of candy. And then Thursday night, of course, at the pit, we have the parade will end, and at the pit where we will have the pep rally and name the homecoming king. Followed by Friday at the game, we will have the homecoming court announced again, and our queen will be crowned. And then Saturday night, of course, is the big dance for all the kids to attend. So we have a whole week of fun and exciting things for the kids, and we can't wait.
Well, thank you, Melissa. And next week is homecoming here right at the pit next Friday on Rev, Game of the Week. Back up to you guys.
All right, starting the fourth quarter. Ball at the 13-yard line. Hand the football off, got running room on the outside, 5, touchdown, Williams off the left side.
Boy, is this a read?
It looks like a pretty good read right there.
Is this a read or is it blocking?
Let's take a look at it. He was untouched.
But this is, I'm going to give everybody credit. Look at Chase Kelly all the way out here with the pitch man.
Which is pressuring the defense out there.
Exactly. They're looking in that backfield, and the running back goes right by you.
Setting the swinging gate up. They'll look at the numbers. They'll bring them back in now.
I'm going to tell you what, that number better be looking really good because
Swanson to hold it, Jarrow to kick it. Kick is up, not as high as normal, but it's good, it's true. Tied at 22, the fans here, and as the cannon goes off again, scares the daylights out of me. Coach, we were talking about bingo earlier, and you had a little story to tell.
Yeah, it's just amazing how bingo is just a great activity for everybody.
Right. Doesn't matter how old or young you are.
No doubt about it. And I could remember us bringing some jambalaya to the nursing home, and a couple of us got involved in the bingo game.
All right, I'll play some bingo now. If you give me to a bingo game, I'll play it.
And I probably am not well liked over there because after a lady called bingo, I wanted it checked.
Was it blackout or it was just a straight
straight bingo? I just wanted to make sure it was checked.
Don't clear the cards.
Look, everybody wants to play the rules in the game. I just wanted the rules.
Had a little bit of competitive edge coming out right there.
And the lady does not like me to this day, I'm sure.
She talks about it. Jarrow puts a boot into that one. I'm impressed with his leg. This young man looks like he can go kick for somebody. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers at their 20-yard line, tied at 22 apiece. Troy LaBeouf along with Coach David Swacker, our producer Lyle Boudreaux, director Nolan Wagasback, Courtney Lawrence, and Jake Wazan on the cameras tonight doing a fantastic job. Nolan's taking care of us up here. Make sure we don't screw up too bad. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Opelousas will take it.
Let's see what happens.
Hand the football off to Ford, and he's gonna meet a lot of black and gold hats right there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch the outside back or defensive end. Come off of this thing real hard and get to that running back right there. Well, it's a linebacker. I keep thinking it's a defensive end, but that's a linebacker stunting, and they have more defensive guys there than they have offensive blockers.
Defensive coordinator Dwayne Thomas, he's got to be thinking, we got to tackle the first guy through, but we certainly have to have some hats around with Malvo if he pulls the football.
We got tight end wing. Last time they handed that ball off and he went outside.
Straight throw. Still on his feet. He's going to go down. Ball's on the ground. Gators trying to get to it. It goes out of bounds. Salzarulo was over there. Ball will stay possessed with Opelousas. Let's take a look at it.
Great job. Look how many black shirts right there.
They are rallying to the football.
Good
You are
job
correct.
there by the Gators on that pursuit right there.
3rd down and 20. Gators will bring in an extra defensive back. It's not a definite that Malvo will try to throw the football. He could try to get this with his legs too, especially if they roll him out.
Well, Trabo comes out. An extra DB comes in the game, double teaming. It looks like all the receivers.
Do we have a timeout or a flag?
Well, I see 0 over there on that clock.
That is a delay of game. That'll back them up half the distance. So this 4th quarter has started out pretty strong for Santamon. They get the tying touchdown. Now defensively, they're turning it up.
Well, Trevor, the people on the sidelines trying to get the Gator fans excited.
3rd down and a mile. Long ways to go. Tigers want to take care of the football here. They want to throw it. Got time. Tosses it up. Got double coverage. Picked off. Where there's a couple of flags down. Could this be a pass interference? That was picked off by number 2, Lane Swanson, but this might be a pass interference.
Might be, but I'm going to tell you what, the safety did an outstanding job of getting the correct angle over there, get you an interception at the highest point right there, and
it's going to be pass interference.
And they're going to go back and mark that off, but it's not a first down.
It's not an automatic first down.
It's not an automatic first down.
They'll give them 15 yards on it. I guess they're talking about a little handsy right there, maybe.
Well,
they're going to move that football up 15 yards. It'll remain 3rd down. That's a rule they changed. It used to be an automatic first down. I like the rule the way it is now. Don't give it an automatic. Don't bail the offense out.
Well,
now 3rd down and 9.
It's going to be interesting. You can hear the crowd in the sidelines.
Malvu is flushed out of the pocket. Turns the corner. Keeps his upfield. He drops the football at the 30-yard line. He had Ford wide open in the middle of the field. It would have been a first down.
And Ford, just a while ago we saw him. He was limping off the field.
Pressure coming on the outside by 86 Cameron Hill, but nice throw across his body. You could see Ford picked his head up and just tried to run without the football.
That was very close to the first down, but even if he would have caught it, I'm sure he would have got the first down.
Yeah, they really they had a defender about maybe 5 or 6 yards away from him. Such an athletic play by the quarterback to scramble, throw across his body to the middle of the field.
11 yards deep. Well, now he's 12 yards deep.
See if they come after it again. They've blocked one so far.
That's 40 yards deep, the return guys.
Ashton Smith is the punter. Ball's on the ground, got to have to hurry. He's able to get it off.
And
it'll take a nice bounce for it.
You're going to have roughing the kicker here.
Are they going to call that right there?
Yes. He got a hold of that punt leg.
Yeah, you're going to try to protect those guys when they're kicking. They're exposed.
Well, exposed, and then if you're going to block it, there's a point of 3 to 4 yards in front of that kicking.
It's going to be a personal foul. That's going to be a first down. I guess the Gator coach is Coach Oliver. Maybe we're trying to get maybe the 5-yard variety of just running into him, but it didn't look like it. Let's see. Do we have that replay, Nolan? Let's go back and take a look at it. Nope. It's okay.
Well, I watched it because I just wanted to see how close he got, and he got a hold of that kicking leg and was very close to blocking that.
So we'll see where they mark this off.
That was huge.
That was certainly a big play. I would agree with that. So that's going to be a first down all the way up to the 36-yard line. Opelousas will possess the football. Hey, Coach Oliver talking to the side judge. You had him pinned back, Coach, and that's a special team mistake.
Yeah. And, you had to be thinking, we came pretty close. I mean, we blocked the last one. And we can block one right here, just a slight bit off.
10:25 to go, tied at 22. First down and 10, fresh set of downs. Hand the ball at the 40, he's going to go down. Big number 95 for the Gators, Jai Joseph, the senior defensive lineman.
I think he had a big fumble return last week. And right there in the backfield, it's amazing, you can call stunts because, when you spread all these people out and you go pure man-to-man, you have the advantage defensively if everybody does their job correctly. And getting that guy in the backfield is a huge job right there by Jai Joseph.
Dropped him for a 5-yard loss. Did the play stop? No, the play did not stop. They're going to drop forward. That's number 7 who made the stop. It's Braxton Spite.
Well,
it almost looked like the play was stopped. Everybody kind of, maybe they thought they heard a whistle.
Well, you had a little crowd noise. And I think that crowd noise right there, well, we got a little two-step right there, I think, by Kenny Guidry.
Yeah, you saw Coach Guidry showing his athletic ability.
I'm just telling you. And so you got one of these situations, 3rd and 12 now.
East Ascension Alexandria tied at 14 in the 3rd quarter. Check that in the 4th quarter, 10:26 left. Malvo going to be flushed out of the pocket. See if he can get outside. He's not going to be able to get there. Might have got a yard.
86.
Called his number several times tonight. That's Cameron Hill.
Cameron Hill. And look, let me tell you, what saved the job there is you had those linemen that were kind of delaying their rush. And he ran into an offensive lineman and had to reroute his run and ran right into Cameron Hill.
That controlled pass rush kept him inside the pocket, didn't let him get outside.
All right, so now we move up to 11 yards.
They may go safe here. Yeah, they go safe, really. Dangerous right there. Referee does a good job of catching the football. But boy, he had somebody bearing right down on him.
Well, he caught it.
That's all you want.
And that's because
if you don't catch it, you're going to give up a bunch of yards right there.
I'm just telling you, it takes a special breed of human being to sit back there. You're protected, with the waving the hand. You're protected by the officials. But just catch that ball because at this turf field, that thing could roll forever.
Correct. So the Gators tied at 22, 7:53 to go.
Got basically a 50 look, straight man-to-man.
Hand the football off, trying to get outside. Good job fitting the hole right there, coming up and making a stop for Opelousas. It's number 28, Braylon Brown. Got back to the line of scrimmage to bring up second down. Had a good shot at Chase Kelly. Took over early in the season, early in the first game after about 3 plays for Cooper Babin. As a crossing route caught. Got a first down and more as Jermichael Millian. Stays on his feet, finally goes out of bounds, but he's into Opelousas territory at about the 47-yard line.
Great play right here. Watch coming across. Drag, and somebody's chasing him, but they're taking the wrong angle, and they're not going to get Jermichael on that.
1st and 10 from the 47.
Great call right there by Coach Babin. That play has been good for him. And I think you could probably run it again if you wanted to.
Run the option, tossing it out. Got some running room on the outside. Got about 8 yards, Kyron Kraft. Boy, Chase Kelly took it as far as he could on that option.
And boy, right here, watch him step towards the pitch. Step towards the pitch. Nice job, good pitch position right there where you're not pitching it back. You're pitching it kind of almost parallel to the line of scrimmage, maybe with a little bit of depth. And I know you talked about Coach Morrow.
He's got to be smiling in the stands right now.
He's getting excited.
We're going to take a timeout. It's the water break. We'll step aside. 6:34 to go. Got a good one. Don't go anywhere. It's tied at 22. It's the Rev game of the week.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
All right, back at the pit, ready to go. 1st down and 10, handed off to the first guy through. That's Kraft. Not much. That'll bring up 3rd down and short, but you got a lot of options here, Coach. 3rd down and short. The option game here in the second half has been good for Sandoval. See if they stick with it.
Well, you know, as an offensive line guy, it looks like they've done a remarkable job on the offensive line for the Gators. And, you know, this is a critical situation. Do you have, got a timeout call. Do you have a 2 down to get the 1st down? And I think Coach Oliver wants to maybe put a plug in Coach Babin's ear of just maybe this, why don't we try this?
Yeah, we'll step aside with them. 30-second timeout coming at you. The Rev game of the week, tied at 22. We'll be right back.
The best way to recruit for at-home tailgating is Chris's Specialty Foods. Wings, burgers, brisket, steak, and boudin. All of the 5 stars are at Chris's Specialty Foods. Millerville, New Orleans, Prairieville, and Frisco.
Everybody loves Chris's authentic Cajun meat.
All right, Coach, you got it 3rd down and 2. You got a lot of options right here. Playbook-wise, what do you like right here?
I'm going to I like the formation that they were just in.
Little sniffer tight end.
Yep, sniffer tight end. And you got Kraft in the backfield.
Trips on the bottom of the screen.
And you get out here wide and just hand this ball to Kraft, see what could happen.
You do. You got a 1st down and more. Nice push up front on the left side.
You get those receivers out here wide, and you know what? Everybody starts getting a little nervous on the defensive side. And Kraft did a good job right there, a little zig cut right there. And couldn't tell if they actually pulled a guard there or not.
We do got some laundry. We have some laundry on the field. Let's see what the call is. That's we have sideline warning on Opelousas. But that'll move the chains. 14-14 still East Ascension and Alexandria. 7:40 to go in that one. 5:52 to go in ours. And you're seeing a good one here on the Let'sRev.com Game of the Week. First down and 10 at the 27. Straight ahead, hand the football off to Kraft. Kraft's got running room. Kraft is past the secondary, still on his feet. Touchdown! What a run by Mr. Kraft.
Tyree Kraft said, can anybody not see me in that secondary?
I am just
look at him. He's below everybody's chest level right there, and holding that ball up high, protecting it all the way in for the score.
He's low to the ground. He runs low to the ground, stays behind the pads. I got to give credit to the guys up front. That offensive line, Lemoyne, Guidry, Cheatwood, Thornton, Vizzini, and 45, who's been that sniffer tight end in a lot of these packages. That's Conan Dorr.
So that score is 28-22. That's 6. They may go for it because they know that this is outstanding coaching.
They
right
know
here.
Opelousas is going to go for 2.
Great job right there. There's a timeout call.
Let's keep it right here and talk about it. So, yeah, you bring up a good point. They know Opelousas is not going to kick. So if they score, you figure you got to go get your 2 right here if you can get it.
And look, they had a great 2-point play just a while ago in the first or second quarter. That was outstanding. Little pitch to Kraft. I know one of the things they like to do is with that sniffer back coming in the flat. I don't know why I'm thinking 0 on a slant.
Coach, let's take a look at something dear to your heart, the middle school scores for the week.
Boy,
talk about those guys right there.
And Lake is outstanding this year with that the big win over Dutchtown. Prairieville, you know, who's your buddy that's going to be the principal?
Or Coach Loving, Randy Loving.
Yeah, he said, all right, there
we got some
go.
guys right here. 32-6 over Laura.
Gonzales over Bluff. Bluff's been having a pretty good year. Central outstanding, 32-20 over Santa Ma, and then St. James.
Coach Smitty at St. James.
Coach Smitty.
Former Santa Ma Gator.
Yes.
Going for the 2-point conversion. Throwing it up in the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Had double coverage over there on Jermichael Amelia. He felt like he was held. Kelly got hit pretty hard right there. So chasing those 2 points, I do think it's good coaching right there because they know Opelousas is going to go. There's a run by Kraft earlier. He broke a couple of tackles, tried to tackle him a little bit too high, and he just kept those legs pumping.
Well, he's hid behind, you know, those offensive linemen. He's hid behind people that are forming a wall up in that between that linebackers and the defensive line. So,
Coach, I'm looking at this the weights of these offensive linemen for Santa Ma. Not a huge offensive line. I mean, Seth Guidry goes 285. Dominique Vizzini goes 244. But you look at the other sides. Now, if you talk about the East Ascension offensive line, those guys all in the 300 range.
Well, we saw them against West Monroe, East Ascension. They came back and made some changes, and, boy, they put together a defensive front and offensive front.
Good kick by Jarrell. Drives him down to the 5-yard line. Nice return past the 30 up to the 35. Gators will finally get him down. But the Opelousas Tigers have pretty good field position.
And 5:15 seems like a lifetime right now.
It does. It does. You know, as a defensive coach, they're thinking, tick, 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 tick. Let's get this clock moving. We want to get the ball back to our offense.
And we're looking at timeouts. 2 apiece. Is that it?
I think that's what we have them for, 2 apiece. The final water timeout is done, so they won't get that one. There's a good shot of Malvo and Ford. They're trying to spread those guys up on the outside. Hand the football off to Ford. Makes the first guy miss. Second guy miss. He'll get tackled from the backside, saved from a big gain. Caleb Ricks makes the tackle.
Ricks is special. I'm just telling you, he played the right corner there, and he made the tackle all the way across the field.
He gated across like you teach. That certainly could have been a bigger pickup than 3 yards. Malvo keep the football. Made the first guy miss, Salzarulo not able to grab him, but number 2, Lane Swanson, the outstanding senior defensive back, does get him down. But boy, he is so shifty. That'll move the chains. Alexandria takes the lead with 5:49 to go over East Ascension, 21-14. Clock ticking. Oh, snap this one, about 4 minutes to go. 1st and 10 from the 45. Ford is stacked up after a short gain.
And I'm sure the Gators know this already. But in order to tackle Ford, this is what you got to do right there. You got to make contact with him before he gets going on the outside or through that front 7.
Swanson was the first one to take his legs. Trabo and also 86 Cameron Hill were there to assist him. 2-yard pickup. Tigers staying in the same formation with 2 receivers to the bottom of that formation and a single back. Oh, they moved right there. That'll back them up.
And looking in the secondary, it looks like it's all man-to-man right here. And, so they're going to have to be short of pass protection people if they do drop back to throw.
That'll make it 2nd and 14. Clock is moving.
Man, not many penalties tonight at all.
Not really. They'll snap this one below 3 minutes.
Well, let's see what if you get the Gator fans. You got tight end. Well, now we got tight end trips over there.
They'll reset the receivers to the top of your screen, like Coach said, with the tight end on that side as well. Ball's on the ground. Malvo will run the football himself. Boy, he made something out of nothing right there because that could have been a disaster.
I'm telling you, if you coach it in this game, you're on pins and needles.
You're holding your breath because you know he can break it. The ball was on the ground.
And that thing up there, they call it a clock, it can't go fast enough.
Caleb Ricks made another outstanding open field tackle. 3rd down. Obviously, the Tigers will have 2 downs to get it. Ball's at the 48, maybe the 49. Need to get to the Gator 45. Timeout. Coach Zachary will take a timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll step aside. Gators lead it 28-22. 2:04 left in this one. Don't go anywhere. You got a good one. It's a Let'sRev.com Rev Game of the Week.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
All right, out of the timeout. Waiting for the...
Interesting, we haven't seen this formation in a while.
Yeah, tight end out in the middle of the trips. Empty backfield. Wants to throw it, quick out. Incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
And you saw that play earlier that you wondered if it was a pick.
It was a pick play, correct. They went right back to it. Looks like it was covered a little better right there by the Gators. The ball was underthrown. Now you need about 6.
And if I'm calling this play, I'm handing this ball off to the quarterback. And I'm not even handing, I'm going to just let him take off.
Empty backfield, exactly 2 minutes ago. Here comes the blitz, trying to get outside. Malvo able to do it. He's going to go down. Gators will get it on down.
Great play there by 44. Great job by 44 right there.
Thomas Leonard.
And look, that allowed the Gators to get over there with a large group of people and able, to make a play on the quarterback.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, we got an injured player. That's a quarterback. I think had a cramp, in the leg cramp.
Let's take a look at it here. They brought the run blitz. I think
Slowed
they thought
him down.
like you. I think they thought he would run the football. Great call by Coach Dwayne Thomas and his staff.
So what are you going to do now? You got one timeout. You hand this ball off, I think, 3 times.
Make them stop you. As the first stop. Clock continues to tick. Tigers have one in their pocket, I do believe. I don't know if I wouldn't have took a timeout after that one. It doesn't even look like the play clock has started yet.
It's not started.
They must be keeping it on the field. I see the back judge checking his watch. Must be malfunctioning. Gators will spread them out.
There's your 10-second warning there.
Snap this one right under a minute. Hand the football off to Williams. Williams will go down.
2 hands on the ball. Outstanding job there.
There comes the timeout with 56 seconds. So strategy here, you have it 3rd down and 8. There's no way you put the ball in the air right here, I would say. You keep it on the ground. They have no timeouts left. If you don't get the first down, I don't know if you're going to. It would be close if you had to snap it again, depending on how long this play takes.
And so basically you could probably get this ball if we have a nice little run here, okay? Maybe not a first down. You could probably get this ball with less than 10 seconds left.
I would agree. And look, if they stop them, the Gators can run it all the way down and then take a timeout if they need to set up their punt protection. Obviously, if Santa Monica gets a first down right here, the game's over.
Well, we had a situation like this earlier. Handed that ball to Crafton. He went like about 20, 25 yards for a touchdown right up the middle.
He's right next in the hip pocket of Chase Kelly. They'll hand it to him. No, Chase Kelly will keep it. Trying to use some time here. Smart move. Needs to hang on to the football, and he does. So Santa Monica, just like you said, they can bleed this all the way down. Coach Oliver, see if we can get a shot. You see him right there. He's going to tell the official, we're going to bleed this all the way down and take a timeout. Even if he took the delay, But he's got a timeout, so he can take it. So Coach Oliver and his staff. Punt team will be getting ready. 4th down and about 6.
He hadn't raised that hand yet, so it's no need to get antsy here.
Timeout is taken with 9 seconds. You did say right at 10 seconds and 9 seconds.
I was hoping it'd be 9.9, but
now.
Well, you have one of your better athletes at your punter.
Coach, what about homecoming week activities? They call it Sweet Moments on Monday, the Three Musketeers Squad Day. Tuesday, Starburst dressed as a celebrity. Somebody might dress as you over there at Sanamo. Wednesday, Sweet Tart. Opposite day. Thursday is Candyland. Dress as royalty. And Friday, it's the Class Color Wars. Dress as Skittle colors, yellow, red, green, and purple. It'll be a fun week. I don't know if a lot of teaching will be going on next week. Homecoming week, so it's a tough week for everybody.
But I'm going to tell you what, teachers enjoy it, I believe, more than the kids. Well, you need to enjoy it because if not, I don't think there's enough Tylenol in the drawer for you.
Does he even punt this? Or does he go back and just run the clock out?
Well, if the ball is rolling, you know, do you just pooch a little kick right here past the defensive line, and so that's basically the time they run out if they don't come up and field the ball.
Right. That's Coach Kenny Guidry, Coach DJ Latino talking to the punt unit.
But, you know, what you're saying is not a bad idea as far as just take off.
Tell you what, I mean, look, I've seen this done before with this amount of time. You can almost run back, go take a safety. The time's going to run out. You give them the 2 points. Now, you take a chance of the ball being stripped or something when you go back there to take it. But if you're afraid of getting it blocked, you certainly could take a safety, and the time would run out.
And they're coming off the edge right here.
They are coming.
One step punt.
Need a good step. Good snap. There it is. Got it off. Clock's moving. It'll go out of bounds. 6 seconds left.
6 seconds right there at the 19.
Malvo's got a strong arm. I tell you who all the pressure in the world was on was the snapper. You needed a good snap right there.
Yeah, well, that's when you find out, if your son doesn't get any recognition, just let him snap one bad.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if you're running the spread. I will say this, Cheatwood has had a tremendous game tonight as far as snapping it to Chase Kelly.
Yeah, all the snaps were really good.
Everything was outstanding.
Defensive backs for the Gators all the way back in midfield. Malvo is either going to try to throw this one as far as he can throw it or maybe a quick out. I don't know if he got enough time. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to have to heave it. There's flags all over the place.
0.
Still on his feet. Malvo will finally be tackled. Do have a flag down there.
He's already signaled to Coach Oliver. It's holding. You want to decline it? Yes, I want to decline it. Let's line up on a 50 right here.
Ball game. The Gators, after a tie ball game at the half, they come out offensively. Both teams fought here in the second half. Sanamo gets the 28-22 win over Opelousas.
Boy, a heck of a game, and I'm going to tell you what. It's exciting to watch athletes play the spread offense.
You saw a lot of them tonight. You certainly
it's
saw
exciting.
them.
You see the referees walking off right now. Did you even notice officials tonight?
I thought they did a great job.
Outstanding
job.
The
one time I saw the Sanamo coaches get a little upset was on the pass interference call, but if you looking at the replay, it looks like the defensive back had kind of had a hold on his arm a little bit.
And so Coach Oliver is going to head into basically not playing this Jefferson
Jefferson Rise. So we'll come back and talk about it, Coach. Let's go down on the field with Jolie Hartman with the winning coach, Coach David Oliver.
All right, I have have with me Coach O. Coach O, this great team win, how does it feel, Coach?
It feels great. It was a great team win. We got tested and we passed the test. We're 4-0, mission accomplished.
Absolutely. And Coach O, homecoming next week. What do you want to tell the community about homecoming next week?
Man, come check us out. The Gators are coming. We got a team that's pretty good, so come check out our homecoming court. Come back and see the Gators and come see the football game. It'll be a great Friday night at the Pit.
Thank you, Coach O, and great win tonight. And guys, you're watching Rev Game of the Week. We're going to take a short break, and after, the alma mater.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
There is the playing of the Santa Maria alma mater. Santa Maria band, fantastic performance at the half. What a game, 28-22. The Gators go to 4-0 in the season. Opelousas drops to 2-2. We just got a final score, Coach. Alexandria does indeed beat East Ascension 21-14. 0-4 start for the Spartans, and what a tough schedule, obviously, with district right around the corner.
Yeah, and I think, De La Salle?
Yeah, De La Salle, one more non-district game.
And I'm going to just tell you, you're going to find out what kind of team they are, who they playing tonight. St. Charles.
No doubt about it.
And I'm going to tell you, St. Charles is as good as anybody in the state.
No, it doesn't matter the classification.
I watched my grandkids do the St. Charles thing for about 5 semifinals in a row.
So there, the alma mater is complete. Victory for the Santa Maria Gators and Coach David Oliver. Coach Oliver getting close to 100 wins in his career. There's the cannon. But a nice, really, credit goes to Opelousas. Coach Jimmy Zachary's group. They played hard and they fought tonight. They got a really good team that's going to give some people some problems.
Yeah, and I'm going to just tell you, I love to talk to kids when I could sit there and say, we won this thing as a team. I mean, no big plays that I can remember on offense, but we had some big moments on offense right here. And then defensively, they gave up some big plays, but they made a lot of plays.
They got some stops when Opelousas threatened to put it in the end zone. They got some big stops. Let's take a look at what the schedule looks like next week, and with the Rev games of the week. I know there's Dutchtown is to be determined because losing the GW Carver game. You will have Santa Maria. The homecoming contest will be on Rev on Friday. They will face Jefferson Rise. East Ascension, looking for their first win of the season, will play Thursday at De La Salle, Bel Air, and Walker from 5 to 5, 5A district. St. Thomas More will be coming down to Denham Springs. They played Catholic High tonight. We didn't get that score.
We didn't get that score, but I'm going to just tell you, since my grandkids, I've done the St. Thomas More thing because my grandkids played at Notre Dame, and I know what kind of program that they have. And that's going to be some fun games over there in Lafayette with Lafayette Christian and Turlings. But this is going to be a time when Denham Springs gets a shot at saying, what kind of team do we have here?
What kind of team? Coach Brett Beard and John F. Kennedy, who played here last week against Santa Maria, they will come back down to the 5A district and play Live Oak. That'll do it here from the pit at Santa Maria High School. Now, from our broadcast partner, Coach David Swacker. Again, congratulations, Coach Swack, on the Hall of Fame induction. Well deserving.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Coach. Our camera crew tonight, Courtney Lawrence, Jake Wazan, our producer, Mr. Lyle Boudreau, and doing a fantastic job directing us tonight, keeping us on point, Mr. Nolan Wagaspack. I'm Troy LaBeouf, sending you out of here. It's the Rev Game of the Week. Your final score, the Santa Maria Gators, 28. Opelousas Tigers, 22. You've been watching the Game of the Week on Rev.